It's your boy, DLD After Dark. Wah, wah, wah. That's right. And Kurt24 is the first one here. And guess what you get? You get a crispy high five. Thank you, Kurt. And Safeline is next in line. We got MC and Safeline again, and Kurt, and Slim223, Toytown Inc., Joe Morris, Opie 7AFE, not sure what that means. PC, T for Tejas. T for Tejas. Joe Morris, P38 Wilbur, MC, BV Luminous, love that name. Bending Ballistics. Who do we got? Who do we got? BV Luminous, T for Texas, a lot of One Love Design. Joe Morris, One Love Design, T for Texas. Let's see. Who's new? Who's new? Who's new? MC, Toy Town. Key Askey and his brother Key Epsidick are out there. Man Against the Masses. Let's see. Who else do we have here? I want to do channel member. But there's no channel members so far. Dang. Oh, I'm a channel member. Do I do it for myself? Channel member. Channel member.
It's you did well. You did a good job.
Okay.
I know it's hard. Let's see what let's see what everyone else thinks.
Yeah. Oh. Who's this turtle?
Okay. Well, there's gotta be somebody else out here that thinks you that you did a good job. Let's see.
We got Richard Monder out there.
Imposter.
And Richard, thank you for keeping it on Mum's word on what's going on.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. IPS, what up? What up?
IPS, oh dude, I missed you. Yeah, IPS, Shooter Gallery New England, Corn Pop.
So it's funny, it's hard. I don't think they show you channel members.
Oh, I don't see it.
That's right. Yeah, I don't think you see it.
Oh, but I see the glowy. I see. All right, so Kurt's a channel. Now I get it. Ron Wayne. Hey, Ron, how's it going, man? That's it. That's it.
I didn't know Dark could get Mitch McConnell on the show. So a couple things.
Whoa, dude. Corn Pop, I know where you live.
Dang. 2A win. Tactical Trash Panda, yes. Okay. So,
Luigi. Hey, buddy. Luigi's got to be pretty happy today.
Yeah, Luigi, man. Good to hear from you, brother. Misty Miss Wayne says, I really thought it was dark for a minute. What's up, Corn Pop? Safe Line,
So
PC, UAV here, Jeremy H. It's a Luigi.
I got a couple of favors to ask, or actually one favor to ask, but where's my cheat sheet?
But before you go there, really quickly,
Yeah, no, I want to talk about current events.
because I will. Well, no, we will. We'll do your thing and then current events and all that. But I have to
Okay, here
bring
it is.
something up because I noticed it, like literally. I think it was yesterday. I went back through. I forgot who it was. Somebody said, look at something funny on your stream, and I went on my stream and I saw that Zach Carr had done a super chat, but I never acknowledged it.
Oh, no way.
And I was like, what? I was like, what's going on? So I looked. So here's an issue with StreamYard and YouTube and how they don't talk to each other. Okay, so every month, the channel members, all you channel members out there,
All right.
every time your month lapses, you get a free super chat, right? And you get to type whatever you want as if you were giving me, a $20 super chat. So you get a whole bunch of characters, more than a Twitter tweet, And StreamYard doesn't show that to me. So I'm sitting here for, God, I've been streaming for a year and like 5 months, and all these people, like, you could have all been doing these member shout outs.
Oh, shoot.
And I've never seen them. So it appears to you guys that I am ignoring them. And I would never, ever do such a thing, because honestly, those are super important to me, because that's like the channel members are like the core of the
people,
hell yeah. So I just want you guys out there to know, the channel members, and for all of you considering to become a channel member, I'm sorry, I don't see it, and I didn't see it until I went back as a viewer, logged in under another username, by the way. So I just want to apologize. It's really important to me that all you guys get, acknowledged. Yeah, so my apologies. Zach Carr, I want to make sure that I acknowledge him.
For sure.
And I am going to put on a banner, and this is just how much I guess I just feel bad. I don't know, just knowing that you guys are, really purchasing channel membership and supporting the channel, and then being here, being active. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to acknowledge Zach Carr's member shout out, aka super chat. I'm going to type it into a banner, and I'm going to keep it up right here. That was his
comment.
Yes, and you know what?
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna do one other thing.
Dude, I licked one of those suction cups that have dry eraser marker. Can I rinse it out of my mouth with tequila, and I'll be right back?
No, I would use water and like Listerine, and maybe brush your teeth. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be right here. Okay, so let's try that. There we go. I could probably fit in there Toxic Patch Co as well, but all right, so let's go ahead and get it started. So too many choices. Joe Morris, 0 F's given, T for Tejas, Thirsty Cold. I did not have sexual relations with the feds. What? FedEx? DLD After Dark? Yes. Actually, they're okay in my book. I'm not going to lie. Too many choices. Flying Rich, Richard Monder. What's up, man? Opie, Thirst Cold, Ron Wayne, Shooting Guy, New England. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Gur Chop, JC9, Ron Wayne, T for Tejas, Misty, Luigi, Get a Chop on Love Design, Wesley Foster. Oh man, I could make a song out of this. Kurt 24, Kurt Pops Revenge, Safe Line PC, UAV. Jeremy H, what up? All these channel members, all you beautiful people, I love you.
So a popular video on my channel is me taste testing the Kirkland Patron knockoff versus the real Patron, and it's actually tough to tell the difference. But if I poured this into a Patron bottle, I would have drank it already. But because I know it's Kirkland, I'm not
Yep.
going for it.
Yep. Tactical Trash Pander.
And this is to celebrate Justice Thomas's birthday.
Okay, hang on. Celebrate.
You got a party popper?
So great holiday.
And I got to say, fuck you, George Takei. You're wrong.
Fuck everybody. Good. It was real good.
So I want to hit current events. I also just watched Sean Hannity before I jumped on. And I need to comment on Dershowitz and that ass clown Geraldo.
Dark getting ready to throw bars. Yeah, what's up, Bob? Yeah. No, we definitely need to hit on. Okay, hold on. Don't pass over the great news that Amsterdam scientists have created a continuous. Hold on. A continuous Bose-Einstein condensate particle beam, which means we got
no fucking way.
What? That Amsterdam scientists have created a continuous Bose-Einstein.
It's a wonderful thing.
Condensate particle beam. So hold on. So we
don't have flying cars, but we got fucking laser beams.
Jesus Christ. So we're talking like laser gun type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Am I right? All right. I do need to ask one question of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Nice.
Thank you. So all of you out there, you guys know that I'm a Glock guy. I'm a 9mm Glock guy. And I'm a believer in the armory concept, right? Have enough parts to fix all your guns and have all your guns be able to swap parts and magazines, magazine commonality, ammo commonality, and all that. And I have a Glock 43X. That's my daily carry 21 in the gun, and then another 15 on the side. And actually, because I've been rocking those old Red Follower S15s, I got me one of them gray followers, brand Nubians. So I'll be rocking that here pretty soon. You know what I'll do? I'm just going to be able to stick it right there, right on my magnet, right on that JM4 magnet. But I'm stuck, y'all. I'm stuck because here's the deal. I may already have, 2 dozen 9mm Glocks, okay? And nobody truly needs 2 dozen 9mm Glocks, but I love my 2 dozen 9mm Glocks. So I'm stuck in between.
I only have a dozen.
Well, I'm sorry. I've been building for a long time though, man, and buying, right? So here's my thing. Do I just build another standard? So I got 3 more standard 9mm Glocks, meaning that they take, the standard, 9mm Glock magazines, not like the 43X, 48, and 43 and all that. I mean, like the standard 9mm, right? I'm thinking about getting like a Strike Industries slide, throwing that on the Cerakoted Strike Industries lower, and make like a cool like strike build. Or do I get a factory Glock 48 MOS? Dude.
What's a 48 versus a 43?
So I'll tell you in 1 second, because the moment I said that, it just switched to 48 viewers. I feel like that's like an omen. But so a Glock 43X and the Glock 48. So think of a Glock 48 as a scaled down Glock 34. Okay. If you're looking at a 43X, it's got like another inch on the muzzle. And aside from that, it is exactly the same. However, The MOS is milled for a red dot, and it's got a rail for a light. So I will be able to EDC a handgun with 21 rounds in it, with a red dot, with a light, every day. So right now, I can't do that. I can't, well, let me say that differently. I could grab my 19X, throw a light on it. I got the JM4 tactical holster set up to carry it that way, but I don't like go OEM. Okay. Hey, actually, Trash Panda, you know what? You could come to this particular local gun shop with me. So
do you know Trash Panda IRL?
yeah, yeah. He's close. He lives right in between you and I.
Really?
I'm just kidding. He
That's
lives
not
close.
close.
Yeah, no, he lives close to me. So it's the Glock 43X and the Glock 48 are really the same thing, but it's another like inch on the muzzle. Okay. So
Oh,
when
okay.
you like look at it and kind of rack it back, and it looks like a scaled down, like a micro Glock 34, and it can still hold the 15+1 and the 20+1 shield mags. And the biggest difference though is that the MOS you can rock. It's got the rail for a light, and it's cut for an optic. That's the biggest difference. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Should I build a strike Glock, or should I get the 48 MOS and actually rock like what I really want to rock in my pants? And then if I do that, y'all know that I gotta, oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pimp that. Okay. Either way, it's gonna be money out, right? So, all right, we can go forward. So, Jeremy H says both. Okay, perfect.
Speaking of money,
If both,
I got to place an order for some stuff to get you a titanium blue thing.
yes, that's right, we do. Rock
So I got
out,
to,
rock out.
because I'm working on another. One of these.
An ACK.
ACK.
You printing an ACK?
Yeah, so I'm going to be placing a parts order.
What's the Glock's MOS 11 Bravo? Oh, that's great. Oh, sorry, Rich. You won't get that. You're not a military guy. I'm just kidding.
No.
No, in MOS, it means like your job. So when people say like, "What's your MOS?" They mean, "What's your job?"
Yeah. Your gig in the military.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. He probably did know that. Build a 10mm.
80X darn 20. Hey, how's it going, man?
80X R920. You know what? That's what I want. I want to get one.
What is 80X R920? Is that like a motorcycle? What is it?
Well, so a 920 is the end of like almost every single Shadow Systems Glock. So I'm wondering if it's some type of method of service, yeah, or modular optic system. What's up, Bending Ballistics? Good to see you. Jetson, good to see you. 95 Bravo, hey.
So Jetson says I didn't get it.
Good day today. All right, so let's go
my
through
initials in my SS gun. Okay.
Hold on.
All right, guys, I'm dropping a link here. I'm going to drop it again right now.
Oh my God, I was right. His initials and his Shadow Systems gun.
Dude, Martin. All right. So do you want to? Am I a dick if I do this again on your show?
Yes.
I got a job. I'm getting paid fucking good. I just walk out of Costco and don't walk in the other side to get the real Patron. So
he said, Bending Ballistics, have Rich send me the link. I'll join for a few. Hell yeah. That's Bending Ballistics. Give your email if he doesn't have it.
I don't think I have Bending Ballistics email. Bending Ballistics, you can email me at orders@flyingrich.com.
Too many choices says, "Yo, Rich, your boy hold $1."
Well, and so I'm like, I don't want to cry poverty, but for 7 years, I've been in like $180,000 debt, and I got a good job, and I'm now paying it the fuck down. Like I just today retired, like from when I got this job to now, I retired like 50 grand worth of debt. So
Good for you, man. You honestly, you should be super proud of yourself and happy, and you deserve it.
yeah. So yeah, I'm not living it up. I'm like having steak on Sundays, and typically Friday I haven't left the property, and by Friday dinner time I'm like a little antsy and I want to go out to dinner, and I'll go out to dinner with the family like once a week.
He's asking to send it on Instagram.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can do that.
So
Anyhow, I've been dropping links, and if you could do me a favor, I need an optic for my fitty, and this company has an optic, and that's the link in the text or whatever, the comment I just dropped. And tell them you want to see Flying Rich Official, my IG name, review their optic on my 50 cal, because I'm hoping to get a deal. Because I hate paying $500 for an optic, because I still got a buku.
It's only $500.
Yeah, it's like $500, lifetime guarantee, blah blah blah.
Damn.
So I'm hoping to get a T&E, trial and evaluation, as it is. So IPS, I better see you over there. IPS is a homie.
I'm pretty sure every single person here that's like active, that engages, that isn't just like, watching while they pretend to care about their wife while they're sitting next to them with their earbud in. I'm pretty sure that they would do that. Go Athlon. I'm not sure what Athlon is, but let's.
I think that's another company.
Let's back up a second. We talk about this a lot, right? Like the world that we live in, acknowledging the world that we live in, and regardless, sometimes we have to compromise on our beliefs because of the world that we live in, and I guess the consequences for not compromising, right? Like, and we talk about, like, for me, I've voiced that I hate money, right? I hate what money's done to the country, the world, what it does to people individually. But I also understand that I live in a world where they exclusively operate off of money. Everything is money. Every minute that you spend. And here's the crazy thing, like, we literally pay thousands of dollars for people to take our children away from us so we can go get money. Hold on, Bending Ballistics is coming in. Bending Ballistics, welcome.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I'm working in my vault, so I don't want my camera on right now until I reveal my vault on my channel.
That's cool.
Oh, nice.
So you might hear a little bit of background noise, but I'm in here working on it. I'm installing my walls right now.
Man, hell yeah. That's awesome.
So, Rich, if you want an honest piece of opinion on a good optic for your 50, look at Athlon. I'm serious.
Yeah.
They're about. You can pick up some of their 50 BMG rated stuff for around $350. They come with that lifetime warranty. Yeah, they come with that lifetime warranty. I know that sounds really weird coming from a guy that's endorsed by Vortex, but
I was going to ask, do you have an affiliate link? Or
no, I don't have an affiliate link for either or. I just shoot for Vortex.
So give me a product
nice.
number or a model. Like, is it there 6 to 24 by 50?
Well, so you really don't need all that crazy magnification. Honestly, I would look at like the 6x24 would be the highest I would go personally.
I told him the dudes in the military are rocking a 10x power scope.
So I see an Athlon Talos 62450 second focal plane 229.
I don't know that the Talion is 50 BMG rated. I think it's the Cronus that's 50 BMG rated.
I got to give
it CRO
I'm
or
so sorry.
KRO?
Just while he's in
Argos?
here. So Zach Carr, if you see my banner below, I am quoting a not a super chat. It's a member shout out that you did. For some reason, the way StreamYard and YouTube work, they don't talk to each other. So on YouTube, when you guys, when your month lapses of channel membership, and you send a oh, nice. What does it say?
I think the red looks better on me than Rich.
Nice. Must be masses.
I want to.
So when you guys have a channel membership month anniversary, and you get a free member shout out or super chat, I don't see it, and everyone sees it except me. So it's jacked up. It's something that hopefully one day StreamYard will change. But Zach Carr, because I saw this going back, I watched it as a viewer, and I saw this, and I saw that I didn't see it and ignored it and felt terrible. I'm taking your quote, which I love your quote, and I'm leaving it posted in a banner throughout the show. So congratulations.
That's freaking awesome, DLD.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, sorry, I interrupted you guys, so please go ahead.
It should be Charlie, Roger, Oscar, Sierra, Oscar, University, Sierra.
Okay.
We don't use uniform anymore?
Well, I think it depends on if you're doing like aviation or military.
Yeah, see?
Ah.
So uniform is aviation?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to pretend like I knew that and just say, yeah, I knew that. But
Yep. Sure is.
Well, do you have no idea? So as a pilot, I need to know Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India. I got to know all that stuff.
Keep going.
And when I talk to people on the phone, they're like, C as in cat. And I'm like, fuck the world.
Yeah. C as in Charlie.
I'm like,
B as in boy.
B as in boy. I'm like, oh.
Well, part of my problem is the way my accent is. It's hard for people to understand some of the letters I say. And so I just started saying them that way. And it's like, this is the way.
True that.
So the Kronos I see is $1,700.
They must have just went up on their prices. It used to be like $350.
Okay, ADXR920 says, Flying Rich, Instagram ask completed.
Hey, thanks, guys. There are like 5 of you guys. I want to shout you guys out because I appreciate it. Dark gets like 500 views, so I'm hoping 100 of you get out there and like pimp me on this page. So ADX, thank you. I see Shooting Gallery New England.
Thank you.
Iski Trees, Safe Line, T for Texas or T for Tejas. Man Against the Masses, Kurt Matthews.
Says, DLD, my first time on your channel. So you and John Trump today. Oh, I saw you and John Trump today. I appreciate all y'all. Thank you, brother.
All right. I'm Rich. He's DLD. Oh, wait, you're on the show for a few minutes.
I was on for like an hour and a half.
You an hour and a half?
Yeah.
I said a few minutes, and wow.
Yep, you did. I mean, it felt like a few minutes as we were watching that ticker go up while they voted. But yeah, so Evan, I'm Dark. I go by Dark. My channel is DLD After Dark. It's just a channel about freedom, independence, firearm building, self-preservation,
Cool.
and just freedom. And this is Flying Rich. He's rich. He flies, but he also crashes too. He's flown more than he crashed, but he's also crashed 2 airplanes. And below us is Bending Ballistics, who is Bending Ballistics. Why don't you let everyone know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you?
So I shoot on the pro circuit. I shoot long range to QB and national 3-gun matches. I shoot IDPA on the pro circuit, and yeah, I got a YouTube channel. I mainly do just interviews about like how you do. I mean, gun guys at these competitions are super weird about being videotaped, so it's a little difficult.
Really?
Mhm. Yeah.
Huh.
Once I turn on my camera and I go back in my studio where I do all my interviews, if you look behind my head on it'll be my right, I think your left, you'll see a national championship trophy sitting back there on the wall.
Nice.
Boss. That's totally boss.
Man Against the Masses says, I make memes.
A Man Against the Masses entertains us. Do you know what first off, I've said this a whole bunch of times. Dark. First off, we talk probably daily.
Yeah.
You're probably the person. Actually, I don't know if I talk to you more or Crump more. I think I might actually talk to you more.
Yeah, probably. I call a lot.
And you know, we're our own kind of support group for stuff. So what I'm getting at is none of us are getting rich doing YouTube, and theoretically, if I had a side contract, I could make a 50% more income if I worked the number of hours doing IT geekery as opposed to doing YouTube content.
At least.
But it's kind of like therapy for me because I work from home. I get to talk to people. I get to meet interesting people, do way the heck cool stuff. You know, like Crump's my friend, Dark's my friend, Hank Strange is my friend, Matt Hoover's my friend. I spent the day with Matt. I get to go to Iraq veteran shoots and stuff. So because of all of you, and this is the fan kissing ass portion, because of all of you, I get to do a lot of fun stuff. And I really want to say thank you to all of you. And Dark, thank you for sharing your audience with me because you have a killer freaking audience. Very involved, very active. And I appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate you bringing me on also.
Hell yeah,
oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, we've talked to him personally. But so yeah, just popping you on, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, man. It's awesome.
Bending
I'd love
Ballistics
to have you on and do you know, do like a standard interview.
Yeah, I jumped in your chat the other night. I've been talking to Rich about trying to get him on, but I'd like to get you and Crump on and just talk about like how you guys got involved in the firearms industry. Now, I don't get super political on my channel. I'm going to be realistic with you. I feel like there's enough political guys on YouTube, and I don't get political. But I would like to do just a formal interview, like you guys talking about how you got involved in it and things like that. Like what drove you to the firearms industry? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's funny. That's actually a very interesting story of me being turned down a lot for a very long time to get into the firearms industry, and yeah, that'd be a cool story to tell.
I mean, it's hard. Like even
post Luigi's comment.
Trailer Park Warrior, yes, I do. I have affiliate links for Brownells.
I got PSA and Brownells, I think.
Yeah, and when Rich is on his stream, he can share those with you on my stream. Yeah, I'll share mine with you real quick. So I got, oh my goodness, I got an ad. Woohoo!
In
So I got that. That's Brownells, and I got PSA. The PSA link, just as a heads up, is a link to a dagger slide, but it's all good. It'll all work just the same.
So I'm going to mute you guys for a moment. I have to drill through a aluminum wall. I'm going to mute you guys for a minute where I don't destroy everybody's ears that are listening
Thank
on
you.
Bluetooth.
Yeah, appreciate that. Do it up.
Luigi says, all right, so Luigi says, I found Rich and Dark on Grindr and Joe Shooting Gallery New England on the furry site. So, Joe, are you wearing your Brownells onesie right now?
Oh man, I'd be so jealous.
You have no idea how much Dark wants a Brownells onesie.
Dude, if there are any Brownells guys out there, I went on a mission for months, and I was, for every single Instagram post, I was, tagging all the guys from Brownells. I was tagging all the BOP hashtags and all that. I was like, man, I need one. And then after winter was over, and I knew that like the likelihood of me getting one was like 0, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go buy a onesie. I'm going to go buy an adult male onesie. Alas, I did not make the purchase yet. I found, you know what I found?
That Brownells onesie was so good. As soon as I got it, I put it on. Seriously, as soon as and within a few minutes, I took a nap. It was like the best ever.
Oh, Trash Panda's got one too, bro. Oh.
Trash
Dude, I'm so jealous. All right, hold on. So we are, is he running the Ghost Gunner? Aluminum wall, short for 0%er. No, so you guys will be hearing the Ghost Gunner soon. So I chat every now and then with Cody Wilson.
Dark, you know all the money you owe me?
Yeah.
And you could pay me back with one kind word.
Thanks.
To Cody Wilson.
With what?
To Cody Wilson.
Maybe. I think. I'll tell you what. As long as it doesn't burn me up, yeah, I got you. Because you always want to. It's like when somebody's like, "Yo, can you get me a job there?" You're like,
"Oh, dude, somebody hit me up." I'll tell you later who, but I told them exactly my current situation. They're like, "Can you get me a job?" I'm like, "It's a miracle I got this job."
Yeah, it's like, okay, so all of it goes into that. So, and guys, I promise we'll start talking about the reason that we're here in a moment. We just sometimes do this.
Oh, are we doing the fuck around for 90 minutes and then we talk shit?
Probably not 90.
Okay.
But, that stream was great. I got more views on that stream than like any other stream.
It's because I'm here and everybody wants me to turn on my camera and where they can see.
Now they're all curious. All you need now is a ski mask, some goggles, and you got it, man. You're in there.
Yeah. Just do like a PSR. And I told PSR, I was actually on Hank Strange's show with PSR. I'm like, dude, don't ever do a face reveal. Don't do it.
Especially if you've already seen his face.
Have you ever seen the Tactical Ape?
No.
Oh my God, you gotta look up the Tactical Ape.
Yeah.
Dude, it's some of the funniest shit you'll ever see in your life. So he's as high strung as like you are when they're trying to pass some crazy bill, but he's like that all the time.
Oh yeah,
all the time. He's one of the funniest guys that I've ever watched on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'll check it out. PSR is getting jacked. He is a strong little man. Oh, dude, come on. Come on. Wow.
After we're done here, Rich, I'll send you a picture of this vault that I'm doing. It's 7x13, 8-foot ceilings, concrete ceiling, concrete walls, about a 5,000-pound vault door on the front, so you're not gonna be able to get through it.
Hell yeah. We put something together similar to that for my boys' vault. I actually have, you know what? I have a video of that vault on my YouTube.
I signed a contract with this company called Hold Up Displays out of Wisconsin, and they're hooking me up with my walls as a sponsorship for sheeting for them.
Cool.
Nice.
Right now, just on the 13-foot wall, we're up to about $1,000 in walls. So, and that's not including any of the hangers or anything.
All right, Night Custom Build says he's a welder. He could get in.
That's if my security system doesn't catch you first.
Yo,
Yeah.
man, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. We do have more important things to talk about, like everybody out there.
What's up, y'all? It's Dark with DLD. All right, hold on. I'm gonna play this real quick just so y'all can see the vault. Now, all the walls.
Oh, that one? That's cool.
So all the walls are cinder brick with rebar, and then they're filled up with concrete.
Mm-hmm.
And then the door is a I don't know the weight, but I know it's one of those, like, I don't know, like $10,000 Fort Knox, like crazy ass doors.
That's actually the door I'm getting is a Fort Knox. They're custom making it for me because my entryway is awkward size.
Gotcha. Here we go.
What's up, y'all? It's Dark with DLD After Dark here in the vault at Langley. Just here for my quarterly qualifying as an FBI agent. You all know I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. All jokes aside, this is my boy's vault. I've actually mentioned this a couple times. He's got this sick wall of long distance guns, close quarter combat rifles, SBRs, shotguns. Got a PS90, got the Barrett, got the MRAD, got the SCAR 17S, got a whole bunch of cans, got the little lunchbox special, and all these pistols. And look at this poison bullet. Oh yeah, and top it off with the beauty. God damn, look at that thing. Rainbow Special.
That's the guys from Langley Outdoors, isn't
What's up,
it?
y'all? It's Dark with DLD.
Which one?
That one, that's from Langley, isn't it? Langley Outdoors?
The AK?
Yeah.
No, that's from a custom shop in Virginia. And actually, so they did that. They torched it. They torched it to kind of like well fed. Let's see. Dark, can you show the street name from that video? Yes.
Do you know what? I've never heard of stalking of gun guys. You know, I thought about the redneck questions I was going to ask Eric, Iraq veteran. I was going to ask him if he's ever gotten stalked by a fan, but somehow people don't stalk gun guys. I wonder why.
He's been bothered before. Nothing too crazy, but I'll tell you. Well, if I remember correctly, he's been bothered before. I also have been doxxed. I had this fucking lunatic, man, and he came in, he posted. I literally just checked on my YouTube studio one day, and I see the beginning of the comment, and it says Dave, and I was like, "What is that?" So I go and click on it. Man, my name. It had. Thankfully, it wasn't good info, but so whatever PI you paid, you need to get your money back. But it's like 3 old deactivated phone numbers, an incorrect address, my wife's name,
Whoa.
my daughter's name.
Ooh.
Bro, I shit you not, man. And I'm like, dude, like, if you've really been watching, I'm probably like one of the few people that you just don't want to take the chance with, you know?
Well, you hear about like all these other YouTube people getting stalked and stuff. I don't think it doesn't happen to gun guys. I think we're just more apprehensive to say, hey, I'm being stalked by this person or that person, because nobody wants to admit that their livelihood is being threatened by somebody. Like, look at Matt Carricker from Demo Ranch. Like, I shoot National 3-gun with him, and he's talked to me about some of it before I ever started my channel.
But all right, so Matt, I gotta say, he's a madman for buying that house. Do you know how long it took me to find that location of that house?
About 30 seconds.
I was like, dude, you're a freaking idiot.
Dude. Yeah, I didn't look it up, but I just by looking at it from like the drone footage, I'm like, oh, bro, I could find that in 2 minutes.
Dude, I found that house.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you freeze up, Rich? Oh, somebody get that shot. Get that screenshot. He looks like a turtle. He looks like a turtle. Get the screenshot. He froze up. Turtle face. Hold on. Oh, get that shot. Somebody get that screenshot.
That's absolutely ant.
Masses.
You're back, turtle man.
Well, thank you.
Dude, you literally froze up and you were like
I can see it on the screen.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I couldn't believe. First off, the floor plan of that house is awful. There is no way I would want that house in any condition. It seems to me, and again, I don't know Matt, and I don't know his business. I never met him. It seems to me like he got the house paid for by some company like that was sponsoring him on Off the Ranch and stuff like that, and that might have been a good deal for him.
Well, he does also have an LLC that he flips houses with. So the company.
Yeah, because I know he's posted that he's bought houses and rentals and stuff like that. This guy's a madman as far as all of the stuff he's doing and getting done. Good for him, and whatever success he has, God bless him. I'm all on it.
Well, he was talking about. So we were at a 3-gun match. We were kind of talking about that not long ago, and he talked about it on the last podcast he was on. But he was just kind of talking to us. So my relationship with him is a lot different than just watching him on YouTube. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen the personal side of him.
Right.
And he was talking about how he had somebody jump his gates at his house and show up at like 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, Jesus.
And you got a guy that you know damn well that he's big into firearms. Like, what are you doing right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's foolish.
Like, I hate it for him, but it's like I told him, I was like, dude, you put everything about your life on social media, whether it be you're here, you're there, this, that, and the third. There's times where you're putting too much information up. And that's a lot of the reason why I quit uploading and just started doing live streams, honestly.
So I do have a little bit of a protocol.
He froze again.
Come on, Richie.
I'm going to mute you for a moment. I'm going to drill some holes if you want to talk about for a second.
No, you're good. Rich, come on, broski. Shit, my My thing just popped. I need a napkin or a paper
So
towel.
I have a question about the whole StreamYard thing because I am really new to it.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so it communicates to YouTube just as a streaming platform, or how does it communicate?
Well, it does a really shitty job of communicating to YouTube. Hold on, sorry, I gotta grab some. So it does a really shitty job of communicating to YouTube, but it's essentially supposed to be like a proxy, right? So like I'll give an example. So you're not supposed to be able to stream on YouTube unless you have 1,000 subscribers or more, right? And if you have a proxy like StreamYard or any of those others, it allows you to stream. So there are just some gaps in the communication between YouTube and StreamYard. So it's just a method. The reason that it even exists isn't just to. It would be kind of useless if it was like, oh, this is just for streaming from YouTube to the ethers. It's really so you can simulcast to like YouTube, IG, Facebook, Twitch, everything at the same time, and retain a recorded copy of it if you wanted to. Like if I didn't fall asleep face first on my desk after every single live stream, then I would probably be able to retain a copy of every single one.
Well, actually, all right. So the version of I think Crumpy has the top level of I was gonna say YouTube of StreamYard, and it records 50 hours worth of streams automatically.
Well, I have the cheap version or the free version, not really the cheap version. And I don't have 1,000 subs on mine, but I've always been able to stream straight off YouTube after I had 50.
Oh, so you can stream right off of YouTube without using.
But I don't think by mobile. I think you can stream.
No, I stream off mobile because I don't have a computer.
And you're saying that that you do that directly through YouTube with no.
Without StreamYard?
Yep, I can, but now I stream through StreamYard when I want multiple people on. But if it's just me, I can stream straight through my YouTube. Now I had to verify my account because I don't have a computer. Like all my footage on my channel, I've edited everything straight from my cell phone.
So that's the other thing too, is it does give you the ability to have several guests.
Yeah.
Like that's huge because YouTube does not allow that.
Correct.
All right. So I want to say thanks to, let's see, is it TG Cranacid? ADXR 920, Shooting Gallery New England. Let's see.
Dang, that's crazy. I guess they
Trees.
changed it, y'all. So you can stream without 1,000 subs. That's crazy.
Yeah, because when I was doing the whole series with Hoover over on this channel, that's how I was able to stream, is once I reached 50 subs.
Hold on. Are you the one that beat me in the bulletproof vest?
No, so I was
Okay.
in school of PRS when he was doing all that, when he was getting into the long range stuff.
Yeah.
That was me.
Oh, that's right. We've talked before. That's right. Okay, sorry.
That was me. And
so you're a friend of Matt's?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So I was linked up with Matt for the school of PRS before all the shenanigans that he's dealing with, I guess, the best of lack of better terms.
Yeah.
I don't know how to word it exactly.
Whoa.
He's definitely dealing with it, that's for sure. Sorry,
It's
I'm trying
a
to figure out how to
horrific
work this.
situation where the process is the punishment. There is no reason Matt has done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Well, that's also the same sense with this new Senate bill is, let's just use for an example, like DLD dated some girl in high school that was fucking nuts. Well, now he's hit
Yep, that's facts.
because she was institutionalized past 16 years old, and now he's hit because of her, which at the time when all that was going on, they were 14 or 15, and she wasn't institutionalized at that point. How are you going to go back and prove that DOD knew that Martha, we're just going to use Martha. Is that anybody's wife's name
It's a
up
good
here on
name.
this thing?
No.
Okay. We're going to use Martha.
Marry Martha.
Like, Martha is now institutionalized from the time she was 16 because she's admitted to being crazy. Well, now DOD's hit.
Yeah, facts.
That's the problem with this law.
That is some of the back crap. When we talk about fundamental rights and what's important, and that they are just basically, it's like, oh, you mean you're going to give me red flag law money? Oh, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that money. So we'll sell the citizens' rights away for that money.
That's
That
exactly
is-
right.
That is the biggest ass clown move ever.
They don't give a shit about us and our rights, man. Come on.
No, and it's you are. I personally know several congressmen before and after they went to DC, and as soon as they get off the bus, they're selling your rights for money.
I completely agree, but that happens with anything, whether it's for political gain or it's for monetary gain. Somebody will sell you out for something.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what happened to Hoover. There was somebody sold him out for either monetary gain or something like that. That's
yeah, I mean, somebody definitely snitched.
Dark, you got to look up.
Oh, nice. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out this shit.
I hate it for him. I hate it for his wife. I hate it for all of them.
Well,
I know,
I'll tell you.
Crazy.
You know, the biggest problem with Matt is a very smart guy. He's not formally educated, but he's wicked smart.
And he's a good dude, man. So even me, dude. Like I left high school at 15 years old. You know, I don't have a lot of like formal education, and you know, a lot of times I kind of feel like the stupid kid, and I think that's actually why I do what I do, to like reach out and like read and try to learn as much as I can, because I do have like, you know, that little piece of me that's like, you know, you're not smart enough, you're not bright enough or whatever, but like he is just so fucking naturally intelligent.
He is.
Oh, and analytical. I'm like, oh my gosh. The conversations that Matt and I have, and I haven't really talked to him in the last couple of weeks. I think he's mad at me. I drank too many of his beers when I was at his house.
And it's just
But
like
I'm teasing.
simplicity. It's like simple shit. He's like, oh, that's easy. Just do this. Boom. And you're like, bro, what?
I agree, and that's like when we got started with the School of PRS thing. This is how I earn a vast majority of my income, is from shooting these matches. And like when I was telling him some of the stuff, like what not to do, it meant more to me him giving me feedback of why he does it that way versus the way I'm explaining it for him to do. Because it's one thing for me to sit on this side of the screen and say, don't do it that way, do it this way.
Yeah.
It's a complete different apprehensive nature, whether it's meant to be in a negative sense or not. You know what I mean? or
Yeah.
somebody takes it that way.
Oh, look at this. Nice. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Dark, you're very smart. Thank you.
All right. So I think I'm gonna punch Corn Pop in the arm pretty
All right,
hard when I
one
finally
second.
meet him.
Because his next check takes 3 minutes. Yeah, mine usually takes at least 30 minutes. But that's also, there are reasons for that too.
But
This took overnight.
It-
I had to drive 7 freaking hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say that took more than that because remember, you had to go back a second time.
Yeah. Well, it was within so many days, so it was still good. They
So
didn't
why
have
are
to
you
run it
lying?
again.
I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm totally joking. No, I was saying, yeah, you had to go back, right?
Yeah.
So I stopped by the shop today because honestly I was considering picking up that 48 MOS, and man, I watched a guy get not denied, delayed.
Research delayed. Yeah.
No, yeah, not put in research. That that's brutal. If you could put in research, for anybody out there that's been put in research, I feel for you. Well, no, he apparently somebody in a neighboring city did a straw purchase, and it was causing a bunch of problems on several 4473s, and he actually spoke to the state police at the shop. It was pretty interesting. Okay, all right, I'll check my email in just a second, guys. Hang tight. I had to rebuild this. You see this thing right here? I had to completely rebuild it, and the electronics that are that small are extremely finicky. And I'm not used to dealing with things this small. I'm used to dealing with things that take 2 hands and are big and girthy, and So all right, now let's what does put in research mean? So if you fill out a Form 4473 to purchase a firearm for the lawful transfer of a firearm, and thanks, One Love Design. I'll hit that in just a second. And you put in the 4473, so they go back to, nowadays you just do it directly into the computer in most places, which is worrisome for several reasons. But back in the day, you would actually fill out the form. Like when I worked at the gun shop, you would fill out the form, take the form back. I would go into the Virginia State Police NICS website, and I would literally put everything in, punch all the data in, double check it, confirm it, and it's either going to come back pending, approved, delayed, denied. After it's delayed for typically, I would say 1 to 3 days, because it's only good for a particular amount of time, like 5 days or a week or something. If you get put in research, that means that they're actual investigators that are going to take your file and your 4473 and your record, and they're going to investigate if a particular instance on your record does or does not preclude, or what's the word?
Preclude you from purchasing a firearm.
Yeah, from purchasing a firearm.
or prohibit.
So being put in research can take weeks, and it can you can end up getting arrested if they determine that you filled it out to be a dirtbag. And if you like, I've had people that signed away their rights, like took a plea bargain for a felony, and they signed away their rights, and they still went to go fill out a Form 4473. I'm like, bro, why? Why would you do that? I also had a guy.
But do you know anybody, like a prohibited person, that filled out a 4473 they got busted for it, or just denied and they just walked away?
We had a guy at our shop get like, he was a prohibited individual, and he came in and pawned some firearms. So, and from there, after he
Well, hold on.
pawned,
Hold on. People may not know what happens when you pawn firearms.
so when you pawn a firearm, you're basically selling it to the shop as collateral for a loan. And then once you pay back the loan, you still have to fill out a 4473 to receive that firearm back.
You
And
do, but I'm sorry, what I meant was when they pawn it to the shop, what does the shop send to the police?
the copy of the serial number and the ID.
Yep, to see if it's been stolen, involved in a crime, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. And when that happens, it triggers the system when somebody comes back convicted or not on it. And whoever pawns it, Kentucky state law says if you pawn it, it's your possession. So
Yep.
you are liable for whatever comes back of it. And it turns into a whole different shit show because the state of Kentucky, a convicted felon caught with any type of firearm is a minimum of a 10-year sentence.
Ooh. Yep.
And Kentucky does a 3-strike you're out type scenario also.
Oh, shoot.
Rich,
So-
That needs to be his new thumbnail.
I know. All right, I'm told I need to check my email. Hold on.
So let me ask you a question. So if person A goes in, they're a prohibited person, they pawn a gun, doesn't sell or whatever, they come in and they want their firearm back, they give you the, ooh, that's scary. Please don't do that.
Well, it totally determines if it's in there on consignment or is it in there under the shop's possession as being sold to the shop. So consignment is a little bit different scenario because like if I take one of my firearms up for consignment, I'm the third party selling it and it's not logged into the shop's inventory until it's sold. Like they might have a record that, hey, we have this in our possession, but it's not on their books because the individual that's selling it is, let's use, for example, your 50. If you came to the shop and wanted to sell your 50, all the contact information goes through you of if you want to negotiate on the price, if you want to throw this, that, and the third in. And then the shop, when they do the 4473, we get 15% of whatever the sell is. So if you sell it for $150, we're getting $20 off of it on top of the $20 transfer fee.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how that works. So if we don't know that you're prohibited, quote unquote, we don't know until we do the 4473.
Right.
Does that make sense? Now,
Yep.
there has been instances, and take this with a grain of salt, where somebody went up to the shop and looked at a firearm, and then the one guy wanted to buy it, and he wanted to take it out of the shop. Because the shop physically doesn't own it, we can't preemptively stop them from picking up their firearm. However, if we know that they're selling it to individual B, technically, under good moral law in the state of Kentucky, you're supposed to do your stuff.
Just want to give a quick shout out. One Love Design. Thank you, brother, for the $10 super chat. He says, "What a great day. I'm glad I got to spend it with all of you awesome people. I'll catch the rest of the stream in the morning." So he's going to rub one out and go night night.
Nice.
Just turned to 69 viewers when I said that. So nice. I need to go wash all of this synthetic nicotine off my hands. Rich, you think you can hold it down for about 2.5 minutes?
Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna thank and shame people because at least 10 of you have gone over.
All right, hang on. Time out. We've been here for an hour and 10 minutes. It would be awesome if we start talking about what I named the stream after. And then we can do other stuff. But hang tight. I'll be right back.
Okay. Follow in Insta and post my 2 favorite guns.
Okay, so I'm going to mute while you do that.
So I'm kind of pimping. I want this company to give me a teeny on their scope for my fitty. And if you guys go over there and say like, hey, it'd be nice if Flying Rich Official reviewed that, that would be cool, I would greatly appreciate it. So kind of, yeah, guerrilla marketing campaign, so thanks. Why is it just Rich? Because I bought the channel. And Smash Time, why don't you answer my calls? I call you, you don't answer my calls. What's going on, man? I thought we were friends. I thought we were close. Well, Smash Time, I'd greatly appreciate if you just click on that link and say, hey, I'd love to see Flying Rich Official review that scope on his 50 cal. Hi, Sky. Okay. Good night. Good night.
That would be sick if you got that optic.
So Smash Time, show me that you love me by going over to that link on IG. Click that link. And and say, well, it'd be really cool if Rich tried that optic out on his 50, because I'm trying to get a T&E on it.
Is it 50 BMG rated?
Yeah. So Arkin Optics has like a $500 optic that's 50 BMG rated. How many violations do you have? 0. So JC9 asked, how many violations do I have with the FAA? 0. And that's because there are no FAA folks hanging out on clouds on scooters waiting to pull you over.
Are you able to take people up skydiving?
No, I think I'd have to be commercially rated for that.
That sucks. I want to go skydiving.
Yeah, but you don't. First off, you got to have a plane set up for skydiving. You don't just jump out of any plane. So typically they'll use like a Cessna 210, and the door is hinged at the top, so it'll open up vertically, and then the plane doesn't have wheel pants. It has like a cover over the wheel, and you grab the strut and then step out onto the step and then step off the step and hang like Superman and then let go. Or Cessna Caravan. Yeah, I mean, if you're high end.
Oh. So is that where the Flying Rich comes from, is because you're a pilot?
Yeah. I'm actually a 1,000-hour instrument rated pilot.
What all goes into becoming a pilot like that?
Say that again?
What all has to go into you becoming a pilot? Like, obviously so I'm a certified scuba person up to 350 feet down.
350? Dude.
Yeah. I free dive at about 125 feet.
Oh, man. That's the shit. Totally. So I'm like Patty AOW, but I mean, 350, I'm like, so you're doing nitrox? What are you doing?
I can do nitrox and nitrogen.
Oh, okay.
It just depends on where I'm at and what's available.
So what is it where the partial pressure of oxygen becomes toxic, where you have to worry about what depth is it, oxygen toxicity?
Between 300 and 500, depending on where you are.
I thought it was a lot less than that.
No.
Really?
I mean, you still get swimmer's lung at. It depends on where you are barometrically, too. Like, barometric pressures and pressures in the ocean are different based on climates where you are. Like, warm water is always thinner than cold water.
Of course, right.
In the spectrum of oxygen. Like, think about it like cold air, the air is heavier.
Yeah, I got you.
Air. Based on certain climates. Like, your climate where you are in the summer when it's hot and humid, that air is heavy versus.
Well, actually, the air is thinner. The more humid it gets, believe it or not, the thinner the air is. Even though your respiration, you work harder to move the air because there's less of it, which in aviation increases your density altitude. Well, so actually diving in aviation, there's a lot of the similar things going on. Different, but similar.
Yeah, but with the free diving that I do, like the extreme depth free diving down to like 100 feet and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
have to be very careful because you can get swimmer's lung from the free diving because we're not
Mhm.
diving with tanks. We're literally diving by ourselves.
Just with a lung of air, yeah.
Yeah.
So now, are you like riding a shuttle down a line when you do 100 feet?
So I'm always tethered to the line.
Mm-hmm.
That way, in case you pass out, like they can figure out where the hell you are. And we have divers in the water.
Okay, that was my next question: is do you have a safety diver?
Yeah, so you've
Down
got
there
a
with the
safety
tank.
diver with you just in case, because you get to any type of depth like that. It's a lot like flying. I'm guessing, like if you're at 5,000 feet, you open a door. I'm sure. Does it create like a vacuum? Like I don't
You
understand.
don't open a door. Well, so I fly typically unpressurized airplanes. So I'll fly. So if you're going to be above 12,500 feet for greater than 30 minutes, the pilot is required to have oxygen. So you can have a cannula of oxygen, which I actually do have. I did start flying with oxygen because occasionally, because of weather or other issues, I'd go up to 12,000 or greater feet and to fly above whatever conditions.
Ironically enough, as much diving as I do, one of my biggest fears in this world is drowning, and I've almost drowned a few times.
What's funny is, I mean, we could trade diving stories, stuff. I mean, I'll shoot the stuff. I'll shoot the crap about diving and some of my diving stories personally, but I'd rather not have it documented online. But yeah, it's funny. You know what? Since I got certified diving, I am not afraid of drowning anymore.
So I was diving in a in-ground spring, I guess you could call it, an in-ground cavern, and
that's crazy crap. I wouldn't do that.
And my wetsuit somehow or another got a tear in it. I got hooked on a rock, and I damn near drowned. It was probably some of the scariest shit I've ever been through, and I've survived being shot.
I'll tell you, the scariest thing I've been through, I'm getting chills just thinking about it right now. It was the day that Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize, and I was flying from Monroe, Louisiana. It wasn't that. That wasn't it. But,
every time sorry.
But I was flying from Monroe, Louisiana to Palm Beach, to Fox 45 in Palm Beach, and I flew through this storm. I was, instrument conditions, raining, and what happens if you fly through a thunderstorm, you'll get into like vertical up and down layers that they're going up at 2,000 feet per minute, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And then you'll fly through a layer that's going 2,000 feet per minute down, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So the idea is just to fly level, and hey, you up a couple thousand feet, that's how it is. You go down a couple thousand, and you just gotta tell flight following that, hey man, I need a block of altitude because I'm not able to maintain altitude. No airplane in the world would be able to maintain altitude.
And that's awful. And like how Murphy's Law is talking, I've blown out eardrums diving at the depths I would go that. I have like permanent hearing loss from it, and
that's nuts.
And between like shooting these matches that I do, I'm constantly around firearms, and we shoot out of some of the most awkward shit there is. I mean, we'll shoot out of pipes, culverts.
Oh, so you got a lot of noise, a lot of concentrated noise.
See, a lot of people don't understand. They shoot firearms all the time, or their only experience of firing firearm in a enclosed area
at a range, or indoor outdoor range, something. Yeah. If you're in a culvert shooting, that's like freaking an echo chamber.
I've had my vision go blurry at matches before.
Yeah, if you guys have never been in a small confined area and had even just a handgun discharge, it is deafening to the point where sometimes you don't even hear the shot. Your ears immediately go. It's like pow, like your ears start ringing. It's crazy. I had a negligent discharge of a 5.56.
Ooh.
Yep, with a 62 grain green tip out of a 20-inch barrel.
All right, so not the loudest mother effing barrel, but
a pretty fucking dangerous ND.
But you're saying without ear pro?
Without ear pro.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't put my ear pro on before I negligently discharged the firearm in a bedroom. Basically,
I mean, that's the last thing you're thinking of.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, you know what? Before I handle this firearm, I'm going to put on my ear pro. In the future, the next legislation they pass about firearms, you're going to have to be wearing gloves, eye pro, and ear pro before you can handle your gun to clean it. So
I wish they would pass the
Hearing Protection Act.
the Hunter's Hearing Protection Act.
yeah.
I wish they would do that because it would take suppressors out of NFA.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? I'm just kidding. Yeah. No.
What?
So
All right, so we need to talk shit.
Yeah, but now I have to tell my story real quick. So at DLD, for real, it's instant. Yeah, it is. A lot of times, in this case, I mean, I barely got a snippet of the. It was just like right away, my ears went to.
Oh, I shot a 9mm. I shot my LC9 in my backyard without ear pro. That was it. It was like
the last notable damage I did to my ears was shooting about 100 rounds through a Saiga 308 AK. And it felt like someone was sticking a nail in my ear and hammering every shot that went off. It was brutal. But
I mean, it's so loud, like shooting in any type of confined space like that. Like, this is what dumbfounds me about this most popular president in fucking American history, apparently. Tells people, get a shotgun for home defense. I work law enforcement, man. I've cleared houses and I've shot firearms in a house. You don't get ear pro in law enforcement. That's the last thing you're thinking of.
mm-hmm.
And you're telling somebody to shoot a 12 gauge or a 20 gauge inside a fucking house? Are you serious right now?
Just two blasts.
And then you'll have a dead weapon, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So here's what happened. So this was my first build, or assembly, rather. I assembled an AR lower, and I assembled an AR upper, and then I just clunk, clunk, bunch the two pins together, right? So me, of course, I'm feeling like I'm like, the biggest, baddest, armor in the world because I put this AR together. And it was a 20-inch A2 upper. And I mean, it was a cool gun. But I, for some reason, this was like right during the time where like people were really starting to, like adopt Magpul magazines, because there was this time where like only aluminum and steel mags are good, plastic is crap.
GI mags.
Yeah. So it was a while back, but I ended up throwing this lower together, and for some reason, when I went to go install any of the PMags, they would get stuck. They would not go up into the lower. So I'm sitting here in my bedroom, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, I was a kid, right? And I don't want to say exactly how old because I'm not ever sure who's listening to this. This
I remember this story now.
Yeah. And I had the bolt locked back, charging handle closed, holding the weapon, the firearm rather, and I was trying to slam the fucking magazine in there, and it just wouldn't slam. And then I guess during all this, I ended up putting my finger on the trigger, put my booger hook on the bang switch, safety was off, and I hit it just hard enough that it went in there. And in that split second, the inertia caused the bolt catch to fall. The bolt went home, and my finger just boom hit the trigger. Now, What happened to the round, you say? Like, most of my mags are loaded up with 62 grain green tip, right? And I'm not glorifying this incident. It was terrifying. My family thought like I ate a rifle at that point. You know, all they hear is just one boom. You know, upstairs. You know, like, imagine that feeling being them. You know, and
Whoa.
they didn't know what they
Cool.
were coming to find. And so XM193 is faster and typically more effective than a 62 grain green tip with a steel core, depending on what we're talking about, right? Depending on the barriers and such. So I guess I can't make that claim, but for some things it's better. But anyway, most of my shit is filled with green tip, and here's why. When I discharged that, the round went into a cable box, like a steel cable box, went in the front, exited the back, still in one piece. It went into a wall and passed through a stud completely, and then exited that wall into the bathroom, went through wall art and broke into 3 pieces, and then went into the wall, the next wall, and then exited that wall in 3 pieces, 2 pieces of the copper jacket and the steel penetrator. Then they passed through that wall. Then they hit a desk. They passed through the desk, and then
Jeez.
yeah, and then all 3 pieces, or at least the penetrator, hit a solid oak bunk bed, and then fell on the floor. So we're talking like rooms and steel and wood that passed through like.
And we're not even talking like a 7.62 by 54R. We're talking a 5.56.
This is 5.56.
Even speaking on the sense of that, just 22 caliber, I've literally taken a 22 long rifle out past 1,000 yards.
Yeah, that's hard.
Insane.
The wind considerations at that point. Oh man, everything is important with the 22 past like 300.
So I just attempted the world record with the 22 long rifle last weekend at 1,203 yards.
Really?
And it took 354 minutes of angle.
Say that again. How many minutes?
354 minutes of angle.
Holy crap.
That's
That's-
crazy.
That's 184 inches.
That's a crazy
I
drop.
think that's what that equals out to, is 184 inches.
That's nuts, man.
Might be a little more. But needless to say, I didn't make it. I was shooting a standard IPSC. I've hit it at the standard IPSC twice now, or 4 times now. But the official doing it, I got the nerves, and I was like, oh no, I can't do this.
Yeah, you can't give up now though.
No, I'm going to do it. I want my name in that book, and I don't want to write it.
Oh yeah. All right, now we can talk shit. So today's a special day, and for the asshole out there that's going to be like, the real stuff starts an hour and a half in. Go ahead and take that note. And yeah, Rich. So why don't you go ahead and lead it?
Well, okay then. But first, I need at least 10 people of your subscribers.
Jesus Christ.
Rich, I will get over there after we're done.
Yeah, I'll get over there.
All right. So let me.
That weird thing, by the way, too, where it's unsubscribing people.
Oh, when you said weird thing, I thought you were talking something else. But yeah, okay. So,
Guys, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Everyone in here who has Instagram, go to that link that Rich just dropped. All you have to do to end this madness is click on the link and be like, would love to see at Flying Rich Official review this on his 50 BMG. Send it and then come back. Sorry, Rich,
thanks,
give me a
man.
hard time.
And sub to my channel while you're at it.
Yeah, and sub to Bending Ballistics.
Dude,
Make sure you give a small donation to Cock Breath.
Who here knows what cock breath is? What the reference is?
We got to have a handful of them that know what the cock breath reference is.
I mean,
If somebody can say, sorry, go ahead.
I ate some chicken earlier.
Chicken breath. If somebody out here can say the 2 words, damn, he's snorting.
Somebody? Well, I had a T-shirt made that said, "I'm with cock breath" in an arrow.
I remember, and he said, don't wear that, please. Murphy's Law. Peace
All right.
out, brother. Thank you.
Does
for,
anyone know who cock breath is and who said that? I will give some swag to.
Oh, bro, they're modding that shit. And people are saying that they did it and they deleted their message.
Well, you don't have to use the word. Use the word CB.
What?
Oop, John Kimball's got it.
Oh no, I think he's saying, yeah, Kimball got it, nailed it. No,
John Kimball's got it.
I'm saying that people are saying that the Instagram page that you're sending people to are modding it. They're removing your people that are saying your name.
Oh,
Well,
no way.
Hold on.
Instagram could have you doxxed. My personal Instagram, I was going through and cleaning a bunch of people out, and I got a 72-hour ban.
Let me check real quick. Does this look familiar?
So scary.
Rich, please make that your thumbnail for on here.
Oh no, you have no idea. That creeps me out, man.
You need to. All right,
Detective John Kimball, what kind of swag do you want? Let me know what you want.
He won't accept anything. For everybody out here too, just so you know, I have a real guest coming back on Saturday. And from there, I have real guests coming on too. So it's not just going to be us talking shit. What I'm saying.
I feel offended.
There you go. So welcome my guest, Spinning Ballistics, now that Flying Rich has left. I want to go ahead and start actually talking about what the fuck we said we were going to talk about, which is the New York decision of the Supreme Court. We did it. We did it, guys. We did it. Congrats. And
I'm glad to see that pass.
I said we already talked about it.
I mean, I'm really glad to see that pass. It opens up so many doors for so many people.
Oh my God.
With somebody that lived in the Midwest and the East and has lived in California, like that means a lot seeing that passed and held up. Now I don't know how long it'll last.
So Kieski, you're a good guy. Do me a favor, send me an email at orders@flyingrich.com with your name and address. I'll send you out a patch.
Hey, Rich, I got some 50 BMG primers I can send you also if you want to reload that thing.
Dude, Bending Ballistics, send me your info and I'll send you out a patch.
Oh, sweet, that'd be dope. Once I turn on my camera, I got 6 more ringers to put up on here, then I'm done in here. Well, I'll show you the patches on my range bag.
So, Farmer James, I look like a Hasidic Jew when I grow a beard. And being Lutheran, I just wasn't comfortable with that.
That's funny.
All right,
What I would love to see Flying Rich review. Okay. It's not letting you post that?
No, it said you've been timed out for 7 days.
See,
what?
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Rich, when you come, you should ask them, can we test the bulletproofness of it, and if they will uphold the loyalty of it. I'm serious. Like, we'll do it at a mile. We'll see, can it withstand a projectile at a mile and still function. I don't mean to be that guy that says that, but it's the truth.
What are we going to hit it with at a mile? A 338 Lapua?
I'll do it with my 6.5 Needmore.
Yeah.
Nice.
We can do it with that. That's what I do the
Okay.
ball challenge with. I've done it a few times with it.
So we've, in case you guys, I don't think we've made this public, but we've been talking about bending ballistics and going out for a shoot and shooting a mile.
You guys are welcome. Bring whatever you want. We can stretch any of your pistols out to whatever distance. You can just bring whatever rifle you want. Come out. Come do it. We'll give you a challenge for you.
So Kimball, I got, you know, the squadron patch that's not available to purchase. I don't have a whole lot of them left, and I've got swag like
What's the squadron patch look
GOA
like?
hats. Oh wait, that's my personal hat. GOA hats. I got different GOA hats. Got a Franklin Armory hat. GOA hat. I've got some patches I picked up at SHOT Show, so that kind of stuff if you want. If you want, dude, just hit me up on IG. I'll send you pictures of swag I got.
What's that patch look like, though?
Oh, yeah, hold on. Here it is. Oof.
That's awesome.
It's the Flying Rich Squadron patch.
That's dope.
Yeah, these things are dope.
I sent, and it glows in the dark.
Oh, see, that's sick.
So I sent one to Johnny B, and he did like a 20-second, oh my God, Flying Rich! He said like Flying Rich 8 times. Do you know what it meant as far as subs to me?
So I'm bringing Johnny B on my channel in September for a live interview.
What? I've been trying to get Johnny B. He just doesn't reply to me.
I did. I had him on the show a while back.
I know a lot of people had him on the show. Yeah, they are YF23s.
So I've got him on my personal Instagram, which isn't the same Instagram that you follow. I have two because I'm a very private individual. And he uses that turtle wax on it. That's why he looks like a turtle sometimes.
Oh, turtle wax. Johnny Boomer.
I'm pretty excited about having him on.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. That's awesome. Good for you, dude.
It's cool. Like I said, I want to get you guys on too.
No, oh hell yeah, yeah. Dude, I definitely want to come on. I've told you what's going on with me lately, so.
Dude, I get it. Do what's best for you and your family. Like I don't knock you any for it. Hell, I have more respect for that than I do. He's saying, "Well, fuck my family. I'm doing it anyways." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have more respect for that.
Brought to you by Manscaped.
Jetson's got a great comment.
You guys have an issue when you're shaving around tender places? Well, do I have the solution for you? This stream is brought to you by Manscaped, where you can clean around that little guy.
What's the balls? Something, whatever. All right, let's
talk about New York.
Yep, let's talk about it.
All right, so let me hit kind of the bullet points on it. I did a short video, like a 3-minute video on this. So what Thomas, and it is, or is it still Thomas's birthday? For another 9 minutes, it's Justice Clarence Thomas's birthday. So the gist of it is, because the state of New York issues public carry licenses only when an applicant demonstrates a special need for self-defense, we conclude that the state's licensing regime violates the Constitution. Alito, Kavanaugh, and Barrett concur. They wrote, concurring opinions. So now let's get more into the meat. The constitutional right to bear arms in public for self-defense is not a second-class right subject to an entirely different body of rules than the other rights Bill of Rights guarantees. We know of no other constitutional right that an individual must exercise only after demonstrating to the government officers some special need. That is not how the First Amendment works when it comes to unpopular speech or free exercise of religion. It is not how the Sixth Amendment works when it comes to a defendant's right to confront the witnesses against him. And it is not how the Second Amendment works when it comes to public carry for self-defense. New York's proper cause requirement violates the 14th Amendment in that it prevents law-abiding citizens with ordinary self-defense needs from exercising their right to keep and bear arms. We therefore reverse the judgment of the Court of Appeals and remand the case for further proceedings consistent with this opinion. It is so ordered, motherfuckers. Oh, hi, John.
Hi. You guys know about the breaking news, right? About from an hour ago or so.
The breaking news
Oh,
that it took
please.
us an hour and 41
Am I going to
minutes.
need to drink now?
Yes.
Fuck. I'm ready.
Yeah. I just finished my video. I'm uploading my video.
Hold on,
My
hold on,
video is going to
hold
go
on.
up tomorrow. I've been working on it with the GOA.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So the Senate did pass the gun control bill.
Oh man,
Fuck you, rhinos.
Fucking know they were going to already.
Yeah, they passed it at like 10:45. I've been working on it with the GOA responsives and stuff like that. So we're still doing it. We're still plugging away over here. But
Dude,
that's why I didn't get on until now.
here's the deal. I think we all knew that was going to pass by the filibuster. By the filibuster.
Going
By
away.
the votes that we saw to the
Yeah, like, I don't know if it was 10 o'clock, noon, whatever today. Yeah.
it was like 11:30, 12, something like that.
We
So
live
like
streamed it.
You have my rep from Kentucky, fucking Mitch McConnell, that voted for it.
Fuck that
Yeah.
guy, that douchebag.
I'm so pissed about Mitch McConnell.
He looks like a damn turtle, Mister. He looks. You know what? Have you ever seen like that movie Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah.
You know the dude that they turned into like the Goomba and he had the really small head.
like John Leguizamo.
Yeah, it looks like him when he turned into a Goomba. That's Mitch
Okay.
McConnell.
Oh, dude, the memes that have been going around, like in the local, in the PRS page and the local gun club page that I'm affiliated with, have been minty.
Yep. It's F those guys. That's all I gotta say.
Unfreaking believable.
The
Yeah,
only reason why he passed it is he's so against abortion, and I get it. Like, whatever. Like, if that's your stance to be against it, that's fine. I don't knock anybody that's against it. But the whole reason why he passed it, and he was talking about that with the WBKO independent journalist, was reason why he stood behind it is because no federal funding would go to abortions.
Oh,
that was
no.
the hang up, and it's just like what?
No, that's a bullshit. That's totally bullshit. I don't look. We that I think is just scapegoat bullshit put in.
I do too.
Oh, Rich, this one is bad.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
It's bad.
That's fucking
well, that one is less repulsive than the one with the makeup.
It's so good.
If I could grow a beard like that, I'd be pretty happy.
You can't. I mean, dude, I could see it, man. It's just like, it's almost like it's real. Wanted, dead or alive. I'm so sorry to interrupt real talk for that, but
how long till the GOA goes after this?
Dude, Ron Wayne sent the picture.
How many minutes?
It says
GOAs are attacking it right now. We're coming out with the response. You mean like in the court system?
Court system, whatever have you of it. And does the definition of what prohibited person, does that change all of a sudden now from where it's domestic violence or
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
it kind
so
yeah, that's
now
what
it is.
it expands prohibited person.
From what I understand, it is any misdemeanor conviction of domestic violence.
You lose her for 3 years
Oh, I thought it said 5.
or 5 years. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
so what happens if, let's just use for an example. So my sister is a convicted felon and her husband is a avid hunter, firearms.
He better. It
It would be
depends if he
wise.
wants to comply, and he's gonna need to get rid of that
Well,
gun.
wouldn't ex
Or the wife.
post facto law provide coverage for that?
Not,
Or they're not
No.
language for that?
Not in the new bill.
So what happens if, let's just use for an example, and I was making this example earlier, what happens if you, John, or Rich, or myself, or DLD dated somebody in high school that by the time we were 15, we're like, fuck this, we don't want to be with each other, can't stand being around each other. Does that,
Well, it says
Inadvertently?
recent. It says recently. It doesn't really explain what recently is though. So
Recent to a 15-year-old versus a 60-year-old is a big deal. That's a big difference.
exactly? I think I'm echoing a little bit.
yeah, so it's
So I did want to talk about Sean Hannity's show tonight, along with this. So Dershowitz Watts, he's a famous attorney. He said he mentioned the AK-15,
Oh, good. That's important.
and he talked about a well-regulated militia being regulated by the state, like not the federal government, but the individual states, that the states would have regulations on the militia. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. I'm like, am I
Dude.
smarter than Dershowitz?
This is a joke, man. I'm confused sometimes to the fact, like, do they know, or
they
do
know
not
it's
know?
intellectual dishonesty.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I'm real sure I'm not smarter than a Harvard educated professor or a Harvard professor. You're telling me a Harvard law professor, but really, no, John,
It's intellectual dishonesty. He doesn't believe that.
you're telling me his phone wasn't ringing off the fucking hook saying dickwad. You really said that?
It's intellectual dishonesty. I'm telling you. I
All
don't know
right,
how many
so
times I have to tell you over and over again.
if there is one person in the audience that doesn't know what we're talking about, the term well-regulated militia, one, all the people were the militia, period. Well-regulated did not mean in 1776 with lots of regulations, under government control with regulations. It meant in good working order.
Yeah.
All right, my next beef.
And then regulated meant that they followed standards, that they had standards of having,
like how to fire, call to arms, how to muster, those types of things.
what arms you have, how many caps and balls you have, how much powder you have, excuse me, anything. The regulation of something meant the standards. It did
basically
not
that you had a
government
process
intervention.
on how you acted, how you interacted, and how you communicated in how, not that there were lots of regulations, and not that the government controlled it. That was not what well-regulated militia meant.
Yeah, Kimball has a great point here, Rich. Read that.
Rich King.
Dang it. Here you go.
I'm not exactly sure what happened.
Here you go. Meme that. All we need is one to freeze where his mouth is open.
I got one. I'll send you the. Hold on. Let me just show you what I got here. Let's see if you want to.
This is great.
Man against the mask. Let me just say, hey, I want it, and I'll get it to you,
dude.
But
I'm sorry, Rich. It's just so fun. It's so fun.
I got to reboot my router or something like that when I finish here. But all right, so
You
Geraldo
definitely
on
reboot your router.
HUNNIT. They always put Geraldo up against Dan Bongino, my favorite Floridian, also former New Yorker. I know the neighborhood, not like I know where Dan Bongino grew up, but I've probably driven by his house because I know the neighborhood and I've been there. Geraldo said Bill Bratton said crime goes up when there's more people carrying guns. Now, I've worked for Bill Bratton, and let me say I was never impressed by Bill Bratton. To be polite, because I don't know that I'll ever run into Bill Bratton again. But
just say F the guy.
So also, let me just, I'll tell you this. So many of you may not know this, but I worked with Bill Bratton when he retired from New York City PD, and Bill Bratton, I think this was after Giuliani was term limited out, and he was going to run for New York City mayor and didn't know whether he was going to run on the Democrat or Republican ticket.
That was weird.
And he went to D.C. and spent the night in the Lincoln bedroom at the Clinton White House. How do I know that? Because I worked for him. I reported to him.
Dang.
So
yeah, I got this shit going on in my eye again, y'all. I'll be right back.
So the other thing Geraldo said, so Bongino's like, hey, I live in the gunshine state. Everybody has a gun in Florida. He's like, how come there's not massive crime? You know, Geraldo goes into the theatrics of this is irresponsible. If you have people having guns in New York City, the streets will run red with blood. It will be like the OK Corral. It's like, they said that about Texas. They said that with Texas with open carry, and then they did it again when they did constitutional carry in Texas. So Bongino is like, hey, wait a second. Florida, where I live, has, carry permits, and it's the gunshine state, and a lot of people have carry permits. How come we don't have gun problems like they do in New York? And Geraldo's like stunned for a moment, and then it's like, you don't have subways. And he was almost laughing at himself because he realized how stupid he was. I mean, Dan Bongino was an NYPD officer and then went to the FBI and Secret Service. So Bongino knows his shit. Geraldo talks out his asshole every time he gets.
Go ask him if he ever found where Al Capone was hiding his
Al
stuff.
Capone's fault.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
That was like, dude, I don't know how many cocks he had to suck to get that special, and I don't know how many cocks he had to suck to stay on the air after he flopped.
And they opened it up, and there was like nothing.
Dude, at least drill a hole at a corner wall before you do that. What kind of a-hole thinks somebody bricked something up in a vault where there was nothing? Somebody bricked it the fuck up. You think they're bricking it the fuck up and they're going to come back for it? No. They bricked it up because there was nothing there.
Yeah.
What do you think? It's an Egyptian tomb? You dumbass.
He's an idiot.
All I would say to Geraldo is, like, when he just starts running his yapper, it's like Al Capone's vault. Al Capone's vault, you dumb fuck you. And Geraldo Rivera's real name is like Benny Mauschowitz. He's half Jewish, but he changed his name to be on New York TV because he thought Geraldo Rivera would get him more views.
I don't know what's up with these people.
Hank has a great saying, Hank Strange. He's smelling himself. I don't know what the hell that means, but it seems very appropriate.
Not even sure.
But yeah, Geraldo's stiffing himself. He I don't know if it's like dogs stiffing their own ass or what, but and yes, we are talking about Geraldo Rivera. Everybody saying Jerry Rivers, is that his original birth certificate name?
Well, Beto O'Rourke changed his name too, just to appease to the masses.
What the fuck?
You didn't know that?
What?
Say that it was tough hearing you.
I said Beto O'Rourke changed his name to appease to the masses in California. And then you said, like, what the fuck? And I was like, you didn't know that?
No, I was looking at something else. Sorry.
Beto O'Rourke. So first off, what I find amazing is the lack of authenticity of people. And I'll throw Ted Cruz on the fire. Ted Cruz, when he was running for president, he was shooting a full auto machine gun suppressed with bacon wrapped around it. He's like, oh yeah, nothing like full auto bacon. And you could see he didn't know how to shoot. He didn't know what he was doing, and he had no clue. Don't do crap that makes you look inauthentic. I'm not saying I'm Mr. Tactical. I'm not. But I could recognize that this guy had 3 minutes of machine gun training and had no clue what he was doing. And it just was total cringe. Likewise, Joe Biden on a bicycle. Joe Biden, if he's anywhere other than a nursing home eating pudding, it's elder abuse. Now, that man probably looks very authentic eating pudding in a nursing home.
Did you see the notes?
Thank you. I was just going to go into that. So they give Joe Biden in a big note. I mean, it's like half an 8x10. And it says, you enter this room. You sit down. You ask this question. You thank the people for coming. You get up and leave. And you is in bold capitals. So he knows it's him doing the action.
Well, that's a politician, not just him. They all.
I don't know if you remember, I guess it was January 20th when the inauguration of Joe Biden was. He's walking into the White House. I believe he had an earpiece in with people instructing him what to do. Because as he walked in the White House, there's a Marine guard at the door. And instead of saluting the Marine, he says, salute the Marine. And walk.
All right, Rich is having some trouble.
I remember that. I'm not even going to lie to you. I didn't pay much attention to it.
So. Yeah, he's a special kind of guy. If you see how he talked like earlier on in his career and now, it's totally different.
Well, I mean, what's the next thing? Is it going to be multi-speed bicycles because they're not safe? I mean,
well, I think they're going to require all bicycles to have training wheels.
1 gear.
But and look, here's the whole thing. I would not critique anybody for falling over on a bicycle that had the frickin' basket for your toe. Because if you're not used to it, that's a real pain in the ass. I've always ridden without a basket or without bike shoes where they have the lug that locks into the pedal. Now, my wife that teaches spin, she's only ridden with shoes, bike shoes that have the locking lug that locks your shoe into the pedal. I don't. I've just, always, redneck biking, and that's it.
Well,
So
go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, I don't necessarily fault Joe Biden on that one independent issue, but that he's twice fell up the stairs of Air Force One where there was no significant wind. And I'm a pilot, I can look that crap up and see what the wind conditions were. So when Jen Psaki makes an excuse that it was windy, I know it was bullshit. Here's a man that has zero coordination, zero mental ability, and should not be on a bicycle. And God bless Donald Trump. He's like, I promise I'll never ride a bicycle. Fuck yeah.
Well, I don't think Biden was the answer for this country, and I don't think Trump was either. Like, take that for what it is. I don't think either one of them were the answer for this country. And I'm really tired of voting for the lesser of the two evils when it comes to the political spectrum of things. Our generation has to be the generation to make the change on voting for the lesser of the two evils, and I don't think it's going to, because too many people are so dependent upon receiving a check or this, that, and the other, buying a vote, that we'll never see a true across-the-board political election ever again.
I agree with you.
You know what? This country needs an enema. Congress needs an enema.
I wish they would drain the entire hill, like get rid of everybody up there and get normal people in there that actually know what normal people want, because they live in this facade of, I'm armed by security 24/7. They're not in their real life. They're not going to work 9 to 5, this, that, and the third, but they want to tell you and I how to live.
And here's the thing, there's a couple of simple principles that I live by. One is reciprocity. If whatever regulations, rules, and laws apply to me, they should apply to everybody. And if they want me to be disarmed, you know what? You guys in DC, you try it for 90 days. Tell me how it works. Tell me how zero police and no armed security works, and how you not carrying works. You be the guinea pigs for that. Then let me know. By the way, from my cold, dead hands.
I agree with you, and that's what I'm saying. Like, they're stuck in this phallicide of living behind 24/7 armed security that our tax dollars are paying for. And when Congress and the Senate was initially established, they were only supposed to meet once a month, not every fucking day. And then you want to take 2 weeks off for the 4th of July to celebrate our independence that was founded.
Yeah, no, and again, a lot of this was agricultural. It was, you had a plantation that you had to get back to handle things. And I'm sure this vacation schedule has not changed in 200 years. So the problem with Washington is, Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, Dianne Feinstein, that they've spent 70 fucking years in office. Now, the common thing that politicians will tell you, it's like, well, there are term limits, you vote them out. It's like, once you get voted into Congress, which is a 2-year term, or the Senate, which is a 6-year term, it's almost 90+% chance that you're going to get reelected, unless you get redistricted out and your district disappears. There's almost 100% chance you're going to get reelected. The unfortunate thing about the Congress is that it's a 2-year cycle, which means you're almost always campaigning, as opposed to, it's a 2-year cycle. You got to get back to your damn farm so you can feed your family, and you can't do another 2 years.
Well, and that's the problem with it, is it's no longer that 2-year cycle where you go back home and deal with your family. That 2-year cycle is, oh, well, I've got this bill in the Senate, pass me through and I'll pass this bill. This, that, and the third. And it's not like that anymore. It's, once you're in there for life, no matter how many terms you have. It's why the presidency is limited, because that much power corrupts. But yet,
Oh,
the
yeah.
people that are
Amen.
actually making the laws, you're not limiting them on the power that they can have. So now you have another Trudeau up in Canada, in the United States, that is
Castro
corrupt with
Jr.
power. Do what?
Castro Jr. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Dude, I do not know what is going on with my eye, bro. I'm so sorry to leave like that, but I mean, it's like, it's so freaking bad.
You get fake juice in it?
It's like the
Got comment?
it's been it's
That's
been
for
the
red
same
juice
spot.
only.
So, John, do you know what the trivia question to win some swag was today?
What?
If somebody knew where cock breath came from.
Yeah. You know
Oh
what
my
my
goodness.
daughter called me?
Cock breath?
No. But equally as funny. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to end the stream because my eyeball, dude.
No,
Dude,
that's
really?
fine. That's fine. Just hey,
So
I shared a nice a nice picture for you. Dark.
Oh, good. What picture?
It's I shared my screen.
Oh, nice.
Sending it the man against the masses.
He said he sent me one more.
Oh.
Hold on. I'll leave that up for a second.
Our revenant meme lord.
So, guys, I don't know if you guys have any questions about the Clarence Thomas opinion. I'm happy to answer them, but pretty much what we didn't discuss on the show is it basically it basically means the United States of America is now shall issue. That's a funny one.
By the way, tomorrow they're gonna have a night of rage, and they're gonna target Catholic churches. So dark.
What is a night of rage? I don't understand what that
They're
is.
gonna try to like vandalize and like burn Catholic churches.
So, as somebody that's
What?
very non-religious and take it for what it is, I do have morals and class about myself. And I don't understand why you want to destroy a church that has done nothing to you, despite whether it be their religious affiliation or stuff like that. I don't understand that.
That's a
Catholics are evil
Hold on. What's the rage coming through? Thank you for.
because the abortion decision is going to come out tomorrow.
Yeah, Dobbs. So hey, I think we're gonna like a couple people from my church. You're gonna sit up there with our ARs. Maybe I can get my
Dude,
flamethrower in time.
I would do that for any church.
I got one of the the pulse fires UBFs coming in
The underbarrel
1.5
system.
weeks.
The underbarrel system, the flamethrower.
Yeah,
So hold on. So who's going to post up with ARs? Where?
at a couple Catholic churches, a couple guys.
Do they need an extra man?
If you might,
Dude, I'll scare the F out of you. I'll go there with my PS90 and my RFB.
I'll scare the fuck out of you because you won't see my ass.
like,
You'll just hear pa-chung, pa-chung, pa-chung.
So you can be like the Boogaloo Man?
You're like, what's going on?
Be the Boogaloo Man?
Hmm?
Be the Boogaloo Man?
I like the style, the Boogaloo style, but I don't want to be associated with that.
no, yeah. I mean, I still wear my. I have like a Hawaiian shirt, but I got it like way before that happened.
I got to get one of those Boogaloo Hawaiian shirts. They're so freaking cool. I
They're
think
comfortable, they're breezy.
I think Bob, JSD Bob, has one.
Yeah, I wish I had my freaking banana shirt. Banana
Oh.
leaf shirt. Well, enough in the
So-
Philippines, when people dress up, they don't wear like suits and ties or whatever.
Get
They
that
wear
shirt.
banana leaf shirts.
Let me know. Okay. If you get that shirt, let me know because I will rock bananas all over the place.
Yeah, you can't tell it's a banana. It's made out of banana. It's like it's a silky fabric plus up.
Bending ballistics, you need to clean your lens.
So it doesn't actually have like like bananas on it. So I got 2 banana mags for the Scorpion Evo. I got a banana mag for the AK and a banana mag for the AR. And for those of you out there that are familiar with these, Palmetto State Armory does these in Cerakote, and then they actually clear coat them with a Teflon coating. And they take this task so seriously that the artist actually signs the inside of it.
Interesting.
Who signs it?
The artist.
Oh, cool.
By the way, the owner of BDU contacted me today.
What the fuck did that cock breath have to? I'm just kidding. What did he have to say?
I don't know. Like their director of marketing wants to talk to me.
John, the 9 frickin' times you called me today, you don't tell me that story?
I forgot.
Bro, they're gonna offer you fucking 10 grand a month just to slap on their knob.
You know what the chances of that happening are?
Just say I'm not currently hiring.
Rich, what are the chances of that happening?
All right. So
is it the same shape of the middle of a donut?
Yep.
So here's
I don't care.
I'm at
don't need
so it's the
money.
Spring Iraq Veteran, which was almost a year ago. It's a year and like a week ago. And
Kioski,
so
hold on. Let me ask. Kioski, there is zero chance. Less
Bro.
than zero.
Here's the thing. You got 3 motherfuckers here that don't care about money. Okay, that's dangerous. When you got 3 people here that don't give a fuck about money. I mean, look, we got the shit because you got to fucking use it in this world that we live in, but we can't be purchased, okay? So, fuck that. But this stream is sponsored by Big. Just kidding. This
stream is sponsored by Kirkland Tequila. That's right.
Yeah. It's sponsored. You know what this stream is sponsored by? This stream is sponsored by Auto Fuse Lighter Guy. It's where
you know what? It wouldn't, honestly though, we don't care about anything. You know, it's just hold on. 5 Hour Energy is so great. We don't care about We don't care about sponsorships.
Yeah, I know.
Schneider.
Oh, did I tell you about my new
pretzels.
JM4 tactical holster? So, anyhow, so Crumpy and I and Hank, a number of people about a year ago were at Iraq Veteran, and John was the GOA booth bunny. And there was a guy from frickin' BDU comes up to
Oh, come on, Rich. Fucking freezing up and shit.
Somebody should meme that.
Right? Well, that's a good one.
Oh, you know, let me just. I gotta.
Hold on, sorry. There you go, masses. Here's your chance. All right.
I gotta scratch my neck here.
Who even is you, BDU, SA?
Big Daddy Unlimited.
Hold on. Trump. Are you telling me you don't have the back scratcher 2.0? You don't have the blue titanium back scratcher?
I do actually. I have a blue titanium.
I got a couple.
Dude, Arkin Optics just sent me a message.
Nice.
What do you say?
I don't know.
Well, tell your story.
He's going to be like, dude, stop having your friends hit me up. Your channel sucks.
I don't know about this story.
Hold on, fuck that. No,
Okay.
he's been making us do this shit for an hour and a half. Check what they said.
I said, hey, do you make an optic that will work on a bolt action 50 BMG? And they said, yes, we do. Do I say, will you do a T&E?
Just say a lot of my viewers are interested in seeing me review it.
Now watch him sitting there in the chat.
Okay,
listening.
well, the story, Rich.
I'm telling him to do this because
Mother.
the entire stream he was asking everybody to do it, so we all did it.
Got tired of working in my vault.
I got a blue titanium. She's sexy.
So, okay. I'm not going to give his last name, but I've got BDU's card. This guy comes up to me, and look, I had like 3,000 subs at the time, but
Dude, you
I'm
just
a
blocked his
known-
name and showed his phone number.
I'm a known friend of, Hank Strange, and Hank and them had a relationship. It split up, and it seemed like BDU was trying to, mend that relationship with Hank. And Hank is kind of an extremely principled person. You fuck him once, that's it. You're dead to him. So he will have nothing to do with BDU. And this guy, Wesley, comes up to me. He knows who I am. And I'm like, dude, I got 3,000 subs. Nobody knows who I am. Unless you're trying to get to me to get to Hank. And I'm like, I immediately realized, like, hey, this guy is a freaking turd. And
Oh,
Rich's internet froze.
God, man.
No, but no, you don't have to worry. I will not. I don't want to do that. Even if they, like, even if they didn't have any issues with gun buybacks and stuff like that.
We have the same knife, Crumpy.
Nice.
Mine's
Oh, you
from
got
the
the-
80s.
What's that?
Mine's from the 80s. It's the Gen 1 division, or Gen 1 with the serration. It's hard to see.
Yeah, I have a few. I used to own a gun shop, and I used to sell these like freaking hotcakes.
Dude, they were super cheap.
Yeah.
Mine's going on my Tavor. I'm restoring an old Tavor right now.
Nice. I have a bunch with a bunch of different. I have like all the tans, the serrated ones. Even if I had no problem with what BDU said, I did. Like a couple of my buddies got kind of screwed over by them. Hank and Patrick and stuff like that.
Hank, Patrick, Walter, Black Diamond Guns Gear. Basically, everybody I know that has had a relationship with BDU has been screwed by them.
Yeah, I mean, I only take, and I don't use BDU stuff, so I only take sponsorships from companies that I actually use, like JM4 Tactical. If they wanted to sponsor me, I use their stuff. I'm not like one of their influencers or anything like that, but I do use their stuff. Or 1776 Supply Co. I've used their stuff a lot. Ghost Gunner. I'm on my third Ghost Gunner. I've had every gen of Ghost Gunner.
Yeah. Same thing for me. JSD, obviously,
JSD.
I use the shit out of that shit. JM4 Tactical, 1776 Supply Co., Goon Beam, anything that I'm gonna like even associate with. I always said I was going to be very careful about that, because the moment that you start just pushing shit out there to increase the size of your channel or increase revenue or whatever, you're fucking done.
Yeah, I mean, I've turned down Manscaped.
Yeah, he did.
That's not a joke.
Yeah.
It was funny, their approach.
Yeah, well, they wanted an article on AmmoLand. I write really serious journalism on AmmoLand, ATF leaks, really serious stuff. I talk to politicians and everything else.
You're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Write an article about shaving your balls?
Yeah.
Ooh. Who's taking this one?
Who's Johnny Glocks?
What?
I don't know who that is either.
Dude,
Basically, the only people I follow in here are inside this chat.
all right, hold on, I'll show you. Damn, I'm really surprised.
No, okay. The Manscaped thing, they wanted me to write an article in Amaland, and I can't do that. My editor would look at that and be like, "Why? What? Like what?"
Hey, can you remove this? Never mind.
Remove what?
The screen sharing.
It's not on. Oh, hold on. Never mind.
Hold on, I'm screen sharing.
Hold on. So this is Johnny Glocks. You'll see here that I'm actually not currently. Bro. Okay. What were we just talking about? Prior to Johnny
BDU?
Glocks, BDU. Look at the first thing that shows up in my search engine.
Big Daddy.
Well, they invited me to go down to there, and I didn't go.
At Big Daddy Unlimited with Black Rainbow TV. Bro, y'all don't think that's some weird shit right there?
Oh yeah.
That is some fucking computer witchcraft bullshit.
So,
Well, it's all part of the meta system. It's like how you were talking about the
oh hell yeah.
institutionalization of money and stuff like that in banks and stuff like that, and how companies are pushing for certain political agendas.
Mm-hmm.
I deal with that shit every day. And I see that shit every day.
So Dark, I am gonna review that flamethrower that attaches to an AR. Do you want to come with me to review it?
No.
Okay.
Are we gonna only do this at an indoor range with flammable stuff around us?
Are you going to do it at a McLaren dealership?
With tracers in the magazine.
Yeah, well, I want to get like tracers, do it at nighttime with the flames. Like, I think that would look badass.
Can Mr. Will cook you up? Or I mean, Jay the Shooter.
Yeah, well, that but I think I'm gonna go shoot RPGs this weekend.
Yeah, I'll come with you for the RPGs. I actually just got. I only have 20, but I have 20 rounds we can fire out of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's only $65 to rent.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Especially if you make the ammo.
Practice or real RPGs?
They're practice RPGs, of course.
Well, hold on. They're real RPGs.
There were RPGs, but the RPG is real. It's just it's not an explosive round.
No. Go big or go home. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
I agree with Rich.
How many RPGs you shot, Rich?
Fucking none.
Well, considering the range that has it and they rent it is indoors.
Yeah, right. I'd be really careful with this one. No, I can't play.
State Department.
I can't play Johnny Glock's work because I'll immediately get a copyright strike for his stuff.
So.
Oh, hold on. Fuck, man.
Which, by the way, for all y'all listening, I finally got a copyright strike for playing that Bone Thugs and Harmony song. I have played that dozens of times with no issues, but I think because I played the entire song and then I put like fuck a copyright strike and shit like that, I went a little hard this time. Sorry, guys.
You know, so somebody I know just was like it's a you know who Colonel Brown is? Lieutenant Colonel
Brown?
Lieutenant Colonel Brown.
You're not talking Commander Brown.
I know Commander.
No. The guy that started Soldier of Fortune magazine and stuff.
Oh no. Was he your neighbor?
No, he's not my neighbor, but he's a mentor of mine. So he's like emailing back because he starts like these like massive email Um, um, Robert K. Brown. Look him up, man. He's no, Robert K. Brown is like a fucking legit dude. Soldier of Fortune guy. He was a Green Beret during Vietnam. Got kicked out of the Green Berets. Got back into the Green Berets. He's a badass guy. So he's like he emails these big groups. So he emailed this big group of people, and I noticed and I was like, I'm not going to even look at this. I noticed one of the people responding is Masada Aoub.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna hit the guy up now that I have his email address.
Dude, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
Who are those? I don't understand who those people are.
Ever hear Soldier of Fortune magazine
No,
from the 80s?
no.
Colonel Brown was a Vietnam Green Beret that fought in Vietnam, and then after that, he became like a mercenary, and he fought in the Rhodesian Civil War.
Mhm.
In South America,
which that was like a cakewalk. That was no big deal. The Rhodesian
Yeah.
Civil War,
like South America, all over Africa.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was a badass. And Masada Aoub is he
can we get him on the
is
show?
he was Israeli he was like an Israeli special forces type guy.
You probably could get him on the show, honestly. He's a really chill dude, and Wilson Combat pays him a fudge ton of money, so he probably wouldn't mind coming on the show for free, you know.
I'm gonna reboot my router.
You met him at the 88 Soldier First shooting in Vegas. Yeah. He came out. He was at my. I love Commander Brown, but he's like 90 some years old. And
Commander Brown,
not Commander Brown, Colonel Brown, and so like I bring him to this meeting of people. All these people wanted to meet him, so I was like, all right, let me set up something because he was out here. So I bring him, and he's like meeting people, and he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, so you know John Crump?" I'm like, Commander, it's me. He's like, oh, sorry. Because he's having like issues with his eyesight and his hearing, and he doesn't wear hearing.
What you're telling me is he could be the president.
Basically, yeah. And he can't hear. No, but he's mentally all there. He's just his eyesight's going.
Yeah.
So he can't see shit. So he doesn't know who's in front of him, and he refuses to wear glasses.
Oh yeah.
Or hearing aids.
It's actually not a slide. It's a binary trigger system. It's just a trigger, and it's going to be $199, and it still should be being released. But I bet they probably are running behind on development of it. The original goal was to be out with it in June, and I haven't heard anything personally. But they said they were going to make sure that I got mine before Crump got his. So just throwing that out there.
Hey, Crump, you're a big knife person, aren't you?
No, yeah. Robert Brown is still alive. Yeah, but I'm a knife guy.
Have you messed with the true knives?
I've heard really good things about them, but I haven't really messed with them.
Yeah.
So I won one at the last PRS match I was at, and
Okay.
I've been fucking with it a little bit. It seems to be a nice knife. It's a 14. It seems to be a halfway decent knife.
Yeah, I mean, I like K-bars.
I do too. This is the poor man's K-bar, in my opinion. But the grip is way more ergonomic than the K-bar.
Here, let me show you my K-bar.
It's got like this textured, rubberized grip. It's actually really comfy. That's a fucking machete, DLD. That's not a K-bar.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll get my K-bar.
No, this is actually made by K-bar.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh, is it?
My K-bar too.
See, I got the poor man's K-bar. Don't be.
Dude, I have a serious knife problem.
I've got some knives that my step grandfather made before he died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he made them out of files,
Nice.
old files.
Oh, yeah.
You'd put them in deer horns and all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah, I've always loved K-bars because, I mean, they're like a fucking truck, you know? Like, I've literally chopped down trees with this shit. I mean, you can tell.
I got my K-bar. I've chopped down trees with this thing too.
You could
Did
chop
you get that off of
right?
your flintlock that you have back there from when you fought in the War of 1776?
Come on, it's a Mos Nagant.
Is that a Mosin?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I do not own a Mosin.
So, are you serious? That's
Oh.
like, hold on, I'll send you one.
I don't either.
Yeah, I know, right?
Here's my K-bar.
Hey, am I the only one that actually pulled out a K-bar?
No, this is a K-bar.
Is that? Let me see the side profile. Oh yeah, it is. That's the fucking zombie slayer shit.
Yeah.
This is the K-bar kukri machete, and this thing is so fucking heavy, dude. You can throw this shit.
I like my poor man's K-bar. It's ergonomically sized for my little hands.
I like my poor man's folding karambit that can open up a narco's guts in 2 seconds flat.
I've been
Have we
looking for a good
digressed
one.
into the portion of the show where we just like kind of?
I mean, what do they expect? We can't show, you know, this kind of stuff, right? We got to show other
If you really want a good knife that's reasonably priced,
cold steel.
that's like an OTF out the front knife or a switchblade.
A
There is a
$20
company, and I know you know them. They're Italian made.
AKC.
Yep.
Yeah, I have an AKC swing guard.
AKC, you know me.
I got their extreme.
Dude, you know, I mean, those are, what'd you pay, like 120?
No, I got it on sale for like 90.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good knife.
Can I talk some shit? I want to talk more shit.
Well, hold on, one quick question. Is it double action or single action?
It's double.
Did you get one of the funky patterns on it?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, it's
Leopard
not.
print?
What's that?
Leopard print?
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah. You mean? No. I just got the drab green.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I mean, I like their fucking swing guard stiletto switchblade is like, I mean, those things are over $100, man.
Yeah. I have a swing guard.
That's what I like to see. Look at that. That's how you know I use this motherfucker.
I like my Beckers too. My Becker BKs, BK1s and stuff.
Hey, Rich,
Yo,
can I make you a suggestion for your 50 BMG of something that you need to get?
a bipod
No. Well, a bipod, yes, but
that's on its way.
a rifle cradle. I'm serious.
Okay.
It'll cover your action. Just rifle cradle. Covers your action, covers your scope, keeps the mud and everything out of it. So if you're at a dirty range or it's raining and it's muddy, just throw it on top of it. It'll keep the mud and stuff out of it. 10
that's
out of
cool.
10, highly recommend. And with the way that handle is, even if it's top heavy or front heavy or rear heavy, the way the handle is, the way it folds, when you grab it, it'll balance the rifle out.
That's cool.
This rifle is 31 pounds, and I can pack it all day long in that cradle.
What type of rifle is it?
It's the Delta 5 Pro.
Oh, nice.
Daniel Defense sent it out to me. I had one of the first runs out of it. Shooting PRS. They sent it out to me.
Yeah, Delta 5 Pros are no joke.
Dude, okay, hold on. Bro. Corn Pop. You can't say, oh, I added this knife to my EDC and then say it's a freaking Chinesium knockoff. You gotta get the real thing, man. And honestly, if you're gonna get an EDC knife. Don't get a fucking Microtech. Like you can get something for like $60 that will last you a
AKCs,
literal
man.
So, dude, if you get yourself a Microtech, more power to you. But I've recently donated 2 knives to the who are the guys that grope you when you got an airplane? TSA.
TSA.
So and the one I've been flying. I must have made my last 5 fucking flights with this in my backpack and didn't know it was there.
I flew
And
with
they
this to and from JFK in my carry-on by accident. They didn't find it.
in your carry-on.
Yeah, they didn't find it.
Dude, you know, it's that
To
whole
and from.
thing of yeah, I got you. I'll send you some. So anybody looking for knife recommendations or, you know, firearm shit, I'm kind of grateful for it. I got people reaching out to me like, yo, I need some Glock sights. Where do I go? And I'm like, yo, here are suppressor height tritium night sights for fucking $50 something, you know? So like, I want to help people. I want to save money for the folks in the community. It's not just about me pushing affiliate links. Now, if there is a time where I have the capability to save you money and send you an affiliate link, hell yeah, I'm going to do that if you're cool with it. But you can also not use an affiliate link and just, you know, buy it from wherever. So yeah, if you guys are looking for something specific, you can always hit me up. You can email me. Just drop my email in chat. And yeah, you can get knockoff Benchmains. You can get knockoff Microtechs if you can, you know, so for me personally, a knife that you can open one-handed is very important. Okay, that's very important. 2, it doesn't have to be an OTF to be open and closed one hand. And I've learned that though, you know, Microtechs and, you know, OTF blades are, you know, helpful from a utilitarian standpoint, if you were to have to use that for like something against like a hard surface or use it up against a lot of foot-pounds of pressure, you're going to have some problems. That locking mechanism is not going to hold up to something that, like, you know, something like the triad locks with cold steel and shit like that. You know, yours is more set up to cut twine.
Okay, I'm going to hold on. I'm going to look this up, and I will get like a freaking. It's an awesome knife. It's under $50, and it's very easy to open one hand. It's like D10 still.
Get something with an Emerson wave like a Spyderco. Yep. Now you can do the cold steels also have something similar to the wave. Andrew Dimko designed an awesome design with the triad locking system. Yeah, this was the cold steel Black Talon 2. If you find the Black Talon 1, it's going to be crazy expensive, and it does not have a pocket wave to open up. But you can open it with a pocket wave to where, like, it's in my pocket folded right now, and then now it's not, right? And then with one hand, I just drop it, and then boom, fold it. So you can open and close it with one hand. Also, you can get $9 Kersaws like Rich does. I'm just kidding. You can.
Because I donate them to the TSA.
Yeah, which stands for Touch Someone Always, apparently. But
Touch
dude,
someone's asshole.
yeah. Where's my PWEDC? But
Speaking of PWEDC,
oh
saying.
God! All right, we're gonna have to end this. It's almost 1 a.m. and he's smelling his butthole.
Smells like cosmoline.
Let me just get this. I just want to get this out to everyone.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Let me just do it. This is not an affiliate link or anything like that. I'm just looking up. Maybe I.
Hey, and 18 of you guys went out there and pimped me over at Arkin Optics USA, and thank you.
Hell yeah.
All right, just give me 1 second here.
Oh, and is Safe Line Live still out there? Crime will go down in New York. That's what they're afraid of. Absolutely.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Amen.
I'm just, really hoping that evil people that are intent on doing evil get fucking T-zoned, and we could actually save some folks out there. I mean, think about it. Like, what would happen if I put my life on Microtech? Okay, hell yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking from the standpoint of, if you had to use it to baton through fucking wood, like, it may limit you in some cases. But yeah, like, thinking of California, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, like Hawaii, like all these places that firearms are just fucking taboo. Like, imagine the fear in criminals, like hearts and minds, and thinking, oh my God, like somebody may be able to pull out a Glock and shoot me in the face if I do something.
All right. So here, I love the irony of where I live. I live in Palm Beach County, but I live in the redneck part of Palm Beach County. So if I walk out at noon, I've got a neighbor, like 3 blocks over. He's popping off a shotgun for an hour every day. You can hear people popping off. And that is like the best theft deterrent, period, mofo, ever. Like, you got freaking rednecks or redneck wannabes that have guns and are popping off in their yard.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, imagine if somebody comes to case your house and you're sitting out there.
Dude,
breech loading.
Serious. More horses walk by my house because I'm on a U-shaped road. I might as well be the end of a cul-de-sac. More horses walk by my house than cars.
It's a really good deterrent too.
I'm sorry?
It's an even better deterrent?
What's that?
Your neighbors watching you hit a mile from your back door.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So my personal range, like at my house, like my private range at my house where I practice generally, it's little less than a mile, but I can literally lay in my back door and shoot right at, it's like 1751, which is right at a mile. From
that's a mile as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, if you guys are looking for a good knife, I'm gonna put it in the chat. It's gonna be an Amazon link. It is just over $47, and we can also share it if you want on the screen.
My neighbors love it because I'll pop coyotes at that distance at night. So it'll be like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'll spot them out there, and they'll just hear a gunshot go off.
Are you suppressed?
No, I run it with a muzzle brake on the front, so it's loud as fuck. My neighbor's the police, and I can't tell you how many times he's texted me, been like, "Did you get another coyote?"
Hey, Dark, give me a wrench for 1 second so I can share this.
You don't have a wrench?
I don't have a wrench.
You don't have the wrench?
What?
Give me a wrench. Wrench me, mofo.
I'll
tell you what's rough. Like, I do Crumpy Show, and I have control. We have mutual control over the StreamYard. And when I do Dark Show, I'm like, oh, I want to click on that comment, and I can't.
Post something in chat.
I did. I said, give me a wrench.
Yeah, third comment. Third from the bottom.
Hold on. Okay. I don't want this ad to get heard.
It's the Stillwell cut jack.
Yeah, got it.
Crumpy, did you post an affiliate link? Because I'm going to click buy on it.
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay. And are you donating that money to charity somewhere?
Or are you gonna
Yeah,
dark?
but yeah.
Crump, if I asked you a question, will you answer honestly?
Yeah. Okay.
How much of your regular day job do you contribute to charity? You can do percentage just so it doesn't sound big.
Not my day job, my regular day job.
Okay.
You mean like day job.
Your 9 to 5 gig.
50.
You donate 50% of your day job.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Whoa.
that's
That's
incredible.
terrifying.
Why?
Because that's a shitload of money.
Damn, Crumpy.
Because I know you donate 100% of what you do otherwise.
Yeah, but we don't donate like. I mean, you gotta. That's between my wife and I. We both have jobs,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so it sounds a lot more than. You know what I'm saying?
I would say I give close to 50% away to charity. My daughter's name is Charity.
Yeah, like so. No, but my wife. But I mean,
I would.
like it's not like my. It's like okay, we keep my wife's salary, totally right,
Mhm.
and then 50% mine. I mean, we do like what I did. You know what I did this morning, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped off groceries.
But hang on, the Microtech split a 45 round, and they hammered it through a piece of pressure tested 2x4. I guess I live in Buffalo, New York, a stand,
It's,
and still carry my OTF. My life is more important than the laws. Hell yeah, man! Do your thing, man. Thug it out.
Crumpy. All right.
Yeah, although I think I am gonna like buy myself something nice. But that knife right there is a badass knife, and for the price, you cannot beat it.
5
It's
left in
sharp as
stock.
hell.
I'm clicking buy now.
Is that a Boker? Hold on, don't buy it yet. I'll send you something better.
But there's only 5 left.
No,
Holy
that is
crap.
actually really good. It's a really good knife.
Proceed to checkout. There's 2 items
How
in
do
my
you know it's
cart.
good?
I have been using it for like over a year, like 2 years. It's D2.
Have you
Still.
sharpened it?
What's this?
No, I haven't really needed to. It's sharp as hell, though.
This should.
All right,
This does not get the dark.
as a safety, I've added it to my cart.
And then we'll have to confirm.
Yeah, but that only
Oh,
retains
man.
it until somebody else buys it.
You know, I shouldn't pour more of this.
Or nice. Yeah,
Because
you know what? You know what's really
we're
funny,
going-
Dark?
What's that?
I told Rich this morning, well, you don't talk about your charity stuff. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to. And he brings it up twice.
I know.
Well, Crumpy, we all goof on you about what you're worth or how much you make or living in your mom's basement or your Amazon money.
But I'm
K-Bar
just saying.
does have foldable knives. I also have a one of the really small K-Bars, the TDIs, which are they're like pistol grip shaped knives that are angled, similar to Jesus, what are those?
Can I say my goal in life is to be more like John Crump?
Sure. Say it.
So, can I ask you a question?
I mean, it makes me uncomfortable talking about it. Seriously,
I know it does. But I think it's kind
Why
of
are you talking
reasonable
about it?
I know it
I
does.
told you not to bring it up, and you brought it up on my show. Now you bring it up on Dark Show.
Crump,
Look,
can I ask you a question? And you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Yeah, okay.
I
Out of
do respect.
all the charities that you donate to, which one means the most to you? And you don't have to answer it if you're not comfortable answering it.
No, I answered. I don't know. Like, I give a lot to a lot of cancer research.
That's respectful.
like Smashing Walnuts is one that's really good that I like.
It sounds
I
like
respect
an
that.
activity as well.
With somebody that's lost family to cancer, like I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah, I mean, I was Smashing Walnuts is like childhood cancer stuff.
Hmm. That's awesome, man.
I'll link. Um, I'll link Smashing Walnuts if you guys want to see. So this is it's childhood brain cancer. So this is the one that means the
Oh,
most to me. Um, there you go.
Southern Partisan, what's up, brother? Good to see you. I think, depending on like the stage of an individual's life, sometimes different people at different times find out why giving back to others is important to them. And, for
Yeah,
me, I didn't really, I guess like when I was younger, I kind of was like in a way like forced to in some cases, and I didn't have like I mean, Crump, you knew like how we grew up, so like we didn't have like a whole lot growing up, so I kind of had this like reservist this like this mindset of I don't know, like not like negativity but it's just like everything is limited, and it
mm,
was a really limited mindset, and just didn't give a lot back. And then I finally, actually, I joined a company that was huge on philanthropy, and I was not even forced, I was given the opportunity to give back. And we started like, when there were huge national disasters, like when Hurricane Harvey hit, and when um, some other things happened, like the floods of White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, and all these things happened. I was able to actually fly out there, help people, make an impact, leave, and that shit was huge. And then helping some local organizations, especially if you ever walked into a company that isn't like a 501c3, that is not set up to take donations, and give them a donation, they basically shit their pants. They like cannot believe it. So doing something like that is cool. Contributing to people that aren't expecting or asking, um, yeah. So it feels good to give back, and that's why every time I close, every time I close the stream out, I always say, live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others, because a hand that's open to give is open to receive. Because truly, when you bless others, you will become blessed.
yeah. Like this is one of the ones I give to, and this is one of the reasons why that I really like this one. If you look at it here, um, childhood brain cancer is the most deadly cancer in kids under 18 and one of the least funded researched. So they need all the help that they can get.
I respect the shit out of that.
And this will kind of make you cry. Gabrielle Miller, this little girl, died of brain cancer. This is another little kid that died of brain cancer. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Man.
Yeah. So do a lot stuff like that. Childhood, kids cancer. So do a lot of donations, and then we do stuff like adopt a family type stuff, where you adopt a family. We have multiple families where you make sure they can eat and everything else. They have their necessities taken care of.
So do you do that for just the holidays or year round when you adopt
No,
them?
dude, I do that
Well, I
here.
didn't know. Like you hear a lot of organizations that are like adopted family around the holiday time.
No, we have. I don't even know how many families we have right now, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, that's awesome.
there's there's a couple things I want to hit here. I want to share about a video. He says, you know what's really awesome, Charity? That neighborhood with the nasty overgrown yard, probably disabled and ashamed they can't clean it up themselves. Great opportunity for free. And then Southern Partisan, shout out to you. Thanks for coming back, my friend. Says it really does bless you to bless someone else.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's a good thing. Some of the stuff I do, I don't take money for. Like, we do Youth versus Hunger every year, where you get together and you just pack food every year. Next month, I'm going to a camp where they take like wounded warriors, and not only wounded military people, but they take other people with disabilities, and with their brain disabilities, traumatic brain injuries from accidents or whatnot, that they're learning to do. And they have a horse trail, and this is over and kind of like about 45 minutes away from me. And they have a horse trail, and they have a walker, and they have them up on the horse, and they have a horse next to them with someone, and the walker walks the horse. And I'm going out next month, and I'm helping like clear the path, like cut back the brush and everything else.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
freaking awesome.
So I
Kimball
mean,
brings up,
there's a lot to do.
Kimball brings up a valid point and a valid concern. He says, as terrible as it is losing someone from cancer, I feel like donating money to a, quote, cure for cancer is a racket, and they will never find a cure for it in our lifetime because of how profitable it is. I mean, there are some organizations that are not operating at the highest level of integrity. So if you feel that way, and if you feel that money isn't the answer, then give some of your time. I think one of the things that will definitely have an impact on you is go to one of these centers, go through the process of filling out the paperwork and being approved to be, a person like on site, and go visit the kids and go spend time with the kids, make them laugh. Oh man, that shit will kind of, in a way, it'll break you, but it'll also make you appreciate and be so grateful for your family that you have, and
You know what? Yeah, not only kids though, like old people,
Sure.
that are like sitting in a home by themselves. Nursing homes. You can come in, you can read to them, you can sit there and talk to them, and a lot of the people just want to have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
I donated. When the tornadoes hit here, for every firearms owner that was here that had firearms destroyed in the tornado, I rebuilt and recut barrels for everybody. But
That's nice.
I donate the entire first part of the hunting season to go out with the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife as a, I guess, sponsorship rep, I guess, lack of better terms, with one of my competition rifles, either 6GT or 6.5 Creed, and let the kids shoot a deer with it. And then I'll field dress it and everything for them and pack it back. And it's kids like what Crump is doing, like kids that are terminally ill that'll never get a chance to walk and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, but so with this thing weighing 35 pounds and the tripod that I've got for it, I mean, anybody, whether they're in a wheelchair or not, can pull the trigger on it. And like, I'll get up the side picture and everything on them. I've had kids drop deers at 500 yards with this rifle that have never had the opportunity to ever shoot a rifle.
that's so cool.
That's awesome.
That is cool. I mean, just there's so much you can do out there.
There is.
And there's so many different organizations that are just looking for volunteers, and there's good organizations, of local organizations.
I'll tell you, Palm Beach, we were looking to volunteer my family during Thanksgiving, and it was tough to find a place that would accept us to help them out.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what we did, whether we were totally wrong, but we found a nursing home and we just handed out meals. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it's like with this Christmas when I was cutting all those barrels for people. One of my exes reached out to me because I made a post on my Book of Faces, and I was like, "Hey, if anybody wants to help donate monetary to help me buy barrel blanks." One of my exes from high school that I hadn't talked to in probably 10 or 12 years ended up donating 25 grand towards barrel blanks. I was like, holy fuck. I was like, do you realize how many barrel blanks I'm gonna buy with this? And she was like, buy however many you need. She was like, buy some reamers too, because you're gonna wear out some reamers. We hadn't talked to each other in 15 years. And she was like, I'm in the point with me and my husband. We don't need the money.
Did you,
Wow.
Whoa.
God bless him.
did
And-
you go back and tap that one more time?
Dude.
I'm just kidding.
In my wildest dreams. I should have married that girl.
We all got one of those, brother. For sure.
Well, then she reached out to a friend of mine that was running a food truck. I took one of the custom rifles I built. We were raffling it off. We did 1,000 tickets at $100 a piece, and all the donation we picked. One of his friends that just had a set of twins and had young kids that lost everything, and so all the money went to them for Christmas, and we donated off. We raffled off a rifle that I'd custom built at $100 a piece for 1,000 tickets. Sold the tickets in like 6 hours.
Oh.
And the guy that won the rifle was like, I don't even want the rifle. Give the rifle to the dad.
I have not.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So, and it was just 6.5 Creedmoor. It was nothing special. It was in a Wook stock. It was set up strictly for hunting. Vortex sent me a Vortex Razor Gen 2 to throw on top of it. Spur Mount sent me a spur mount.
Nice.
Defiant sent me an action. So like all these companies reached out and were like, hell yeah, we'll do it. Wook sent the stock. And so all in all, it's like an $8,000 rifle.
Ooh,
And-
well, that's still pricey.
Yeah.
But custom, handmade, hand lapped, hand cut, all that stuff. It's sent
Yeah,
straight out.
I got custom hand machine, hand fitted P80s.
Yeah.
Hey, I
bit
do
different
that
putting
too
it on
with a razor blade. All right. Dark John, have either of you seen those events or my brother's business, Squeals on Wheels, at the Bourbon Beef Beer Barbecue in Reston? No, I haven't.
I have
Yeah,
not
it was a
either.
cool. It was
I
a
think
cool
that's in
experience.
Reston Town Center, but I haven't actually been there.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while. I'm a little further out from Reston than John is.
Dude, the Reston Town Center was the place to hang out when you were like in high school.
Yeah, and then
Like-
honestly, even like we used to go by there every now and then, probably a few times a year, and they changed the parking where you had to pay for parking. I heard that shit's a ghost town now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Dude, I don't know what's wrong with me in my head, but I have a total problem of paying for parking.
Shit, you
And like in Manhattan, I will only park in a paid garage because I want to make sure my car doesn't get towed. But otherwise, I'm like, I don't want to pay for parking. Like downtown Palm Beach, those areas where it's all metered, I'm like terrified of getting my car towed.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna take off, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off too, man. I appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out. And do me a favor, guys. We've been at it for 3 hours here.
What?
Yeah, Crump, John, give me like a 60-second snippet on what happened today, and I'll just cut it and push it out there as a separate video.
For which thing?
For the New York for NYSP.
Okay, the Bruen. Okay.
Yeah. Now, before you do it, I'll go ahead and do this. I'll pretend that I'm doing an intro. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dark with DLD After Dark, and we wanted to bring all of you guys here together so we can have a conversation because despite all the drama going on, there was actually a huge win in the 2A community today. So today, the NYSPRA v. Bruen decision was dropped, and Crump, Rich, let us know what happened.
The decision was it wasn't a decision. It was an opinion that was issued by the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court. Let's start over, Dark.
That's fine. I can edit it.
Okay, you want to keep on going?
Yeah,
just keep rolling.
take a breath and
Okay.
start over.
What happened today? That the Supreme Court issued an opinion stating that the right to carry a firearm outside the home is actually a right, and they affirmed it. And states can no longer request a good reason or a proper cause in New York's case as to why you want to carry a firearm outside your home. So basically, it turns the country into may issue. An
No,
interesting
shall issue, not
shall
may
issue. Sorry, shall issue. An
It turns it
interesting thing
from
is
may
that
issue to
the New
shall.
York law was based on a 1911 law that was passed by the Irish political machine to prevent Italians from coming into the country from carrying firearms. So they would approve all the Irish that wanted to carry firearms, but
well, it was actually based on Sullivan laws, as they call it,
yeah,
from
Sullivan
Tammany
laws.
Hall. Sullivan was infected with syphilis, which one of the side effects of syphilis is paranoia. So he wanted to make illegal for anybody else to have a firearm because he was concerned about his own safety.
Yep.
I think the defining sentence in the 135-page document was because the state of New York issues public carry licenses only when applicant demonstrates a special need for self-defense, we conclude that the state's licensing regime violates the Constitution.
Boom.
So I mean that is huge, and this is gonna have effects way past just concealed carry, and in the days coming, we'll hear more and more about that. An interesting thing is all the justices joined Thomas in his decision, which means even though they can do concurrent opinions and stuff like that, since they joined Thomas, Thomas is the only opinion that becomes case law.
Mm. Dang. And from what I understand, this is turning every single state, this sets a precedent, right? To where every single state that was a may issue state into a shall issue state.
Yep. Hawaii, California, Maryland,
New Jersey.
Rhode Island, New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts,
Yeah.
Delaware, and
Illinois.
no, Illinois shall issue.
I think because you need to get a FOID card.
Yeah, if you have a firearms owner identification card, they'll shall issue it to you.
So, Kathy, what's her name? Hochul? What's her name?
Yeah, you got
Governor of New York State. Anyhow, they're going to go through the shenanigan pipeline or rabbit hole to dilute this as much as possible, and so will states like California, etc.
Yeah.
Thomas wrote a very
Connecticut.
exhaustive decision.
Yeah.
Connecticut. That's the one I'm missing. Connecticut.
And the Thomas covered all of the potential shenanigans that they will go through or the hoops you may jump through. So Thomas's decision is pretty all-encompassing.
and states can't like go make an artificial backlog. They can't, you know,
They'll, they'll
charge.
they'll
They'll
try.
try.
But what
They'll
happened in the
try.
Wren decision, the Wren versus the District of Columbia, which was the most awesome thing in the world, they kept on trying to make these artificial backlogs until the courts finally got sick of it and said, screw it, until you guys come up with a reasonable program and you don't create an artificial backlog, all carry laws are void. So for
So
a few
there is
days,
significant precedence here not with this decision.
for a few
That's
days, anyone could carry a gun in DC.
So does that mean that it'll issue countrywide reciprocity?
No.
no, but let me dive a little deeper. So one of the further sentences, this is like around page 62, we know of no other constitutional right that an individual must exercise after demonstrating to government officers some special need. That is not how the First Amendment works when it comes to unpopular speech or the free exercise of religion. It is not the Sixth Amendment. I'm sorry, it is not how the Sixth Amendment works when it comes to a defendant's right to confront the witnesses against him. And it is not how the Second Amendment works when it comes to public carry for self-defense. So I don't know how down the rabbit hole you want to read what Thomas wrote, but it almost seems to me, not an attorney, that this is constitutional carry.
Yeah, we'll find out in the next few days. Once all the sounds like once all the legal scholars weigh in. I'm not a legal scholar by any stretch of the imagination.
No, I mean we all have an armchair knowledge of the law, and frickin' Dershowitz like screwed the pooch on Hannity tonight. I was so disappointed in him.
Didn't he fly on Epstein's jet a few times to Pedo Island?
Probably. They all have.
Yeah, they all have just to get the standard blackmail dollar amount raised up. So let's go ahead and let's call it. And if you guys could, let's go through and Bending Ballistics. You can start. Let everyone know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you, and then we'll close it out.
So I shoot on the pro circuits with 3-gun, PRS, and NRL. You can find me here on YouTube under Bending Ballistics, Instagram, Bending_Ballistics. And a piece of advice for everybody to go by for the rest of the week is do unto your neighbor as you'd have your neighbor do unto you.
Beautiful. And Mr. Jonald J. Crump Jr.
Bacon. I ate pulled pork for dinner, and I can be found at John Crump News or John Crump Live on YouTube.
Excellent. What is it that you do, by the way?
You're a self-identified Second Amendment journalist, right?
Yeah, I investigate stuff.
Yeah, just self-identified, right?
Hey, that guy was pretty cool, man.
I mean,
you have no idea how much I laugh about that.
I find that type of shit hilarious because it's like a subtle jab, but it's also accurate. So you got to respect it, you know, because you do. I mean, you say that you're, well, you know the thing.
Yeah.
Richie Rich, lay it on me.
So on Instagram, I'm FlyingRich_official, and I'm Flying Rich everywhere else. So, you know, OnlyFans, MySpace, what's the other one that everybody wants to go to? Locals. Yeah,
Grindr.
Locals.
Grindr.
And don't forget, oh, all right. So can I do the words of wisdom before you do your closing? I've dropped this once before in the comments. This quote, it's from the Bible, Matthew. It's always been true in my life. I kind of get choked up when I talk about it because it is so true and been so powerful in my life. And while I'm getting emotional, Corn Pop's doing Grinder. So yeah, whatever reason, I've always thought I've been financially effed. God has come through. So that's the passage I dropped from Bible Gateway.
And what does the passage from the book of Matthew say exactly?
So it says, look at the birds of the air. They do not reap or sow or stow away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not more valuable than they? Can anyone by let's see, can any one of you by worrying add a single hour to your life? So wow, this is gonna be rough for me. I've walked away from 2 plane crashes. And I still worry about things. Just crap going on. And I probably have less to worry about because I have so much proof in my life by walking away from 2 plane crashes. So believe in God, trust in God.
Oh, yeah. You're good, bud. You're good. You're allowed to shed a little tear every now and then. Just a little one, though. I mean, I know we poke fun at the crash thing, but it's clear that you're truly here for a purpose, and you know, you were spared, and your life has a lot of value, and we care about you and we love you. No other witty jokes or anything. So I think that's the perfect segue into closing the way that we always close the stream, which is, I kind of went through and I looked at, like, who am I going to choose to be, right? And this is kind of how I came up with this whole thing, and I picked it from a bunch of little parts of stuff that I heard and I liked. I find it so odd how we go through life and people just are not kind. Not only are they not kind, but they're actually really fucking mean and nasty. And they treat people like shit and they judge people without knowing them. And, it's disgusting. So, because of that, rule number 1 is to always be kind. Always be kind. I think that's the smallest and littlest amount of work that we can do for free that gives us the highest return on investment. And not to mention the reward that you get when helping somebody is huge. Also, as I always say, live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others, provide for others. Whatever that may look like to you, it's going to be different for everybody. But as you bless others, you'll become blessed. A hand that's open to give is open to receive. And I truly do believe that. And we also know that the only way for us to combat evil is for good men to be highly skilled in violence. So make sure that you, as a good person, are becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be. And be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. So all those things together is be kind, be nice, be thoughtful, be helpful, give to others, be selfless, be meek, and be a soldier, be armed, be prepared to fight evil, be prepared to fight for what's right. And I think all of us kind of find alignment in that arena, like in that world. So I appreciate all you guys coming on. I appreciate Rich crying a little bit. This is a good addition. But seriously, no, all jokes aside, I do love you guys. And the viewers, man, you guys are everything. You have no idea how much inspiration and encouragement you guys provide me. Because if I were to just come on every single week or 3 times a week, but if I were to just come on every single stream and there was nobody here to talk to, if I was just yelling at a computer, I wouldn't be able to do this. So you guys, I mean, we kept like 60 to 70 people in here at any given moment throughout the night. Now we're wrapping up. We're getting closer to 50, 40, and now 38. But I'm grateful for all of you guys. I'm grateful for every company that I've gotten a chance to work with. And thank you. And thank you, all 3 of you. Thank you to Bending Ballistics for coming in and hanging out for a couple hours. And that's it. That's all I got. Anybody else have anything?
I appreciate you having me on.
Hell yeah, man.
Who is IZ News and why is he using my video?
Who's what? Who is it?
I'll catch you guys in the backside.
All right, yeah. You guys.
So Bending Ballistics, I'm looking forward to like all of us getting together and shooting a mile.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I was closing out. Are we still? You guys still talking about that?
It's still live.
No, okay. So when
No, we're live. We're live.
when I do my videos, right?
We're live.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. When I do my videos, I embed, even my live stream, I embed little things in there. So in case like I, stream something and they cut parts of my stream off, I can tell. Because it's embedded, but you can't see it. So this dude.
Technology, y'all.
Yeah, so I got a hit from this dude and the Chris Murphy thing, and he cropped it in and then put his logo on there.
Love y'all. Good night. Oh, peace. Here, I'm dropping this. We're still live. Orders at flyingrich.com, right?
What are you doing? You making an order?
No, somebody's asking for it. We're still live. So orders at flyingrich.com. Okay, great.
Can I just say one thing? And this is something really, really serious that I really need to get off my chest. It would only take a second.
I see where this is.
Lesbians? Is the word lesbians?
He's gonna be like, guys, I just want to let all of you know that.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's your mom's box.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. I've seen it. I'm fucking ending this shit. Love you all.
So